My stream was on, and then it went off. Is DDO crashing my live stream? Uh-oh. I think DDO being at low frame rates crashing my stream. We'll find out. I think my game is crashing my stream. Maybe. We'll see. When did the stream go down, for those of you who are looking? Did it ever cut to DDO, or did it not cut to DDO? It never did? Okay, interesting. I think my stream cut... Yeah, because I turned on the live stream, and I think it went down before I could actually tell my story. You saw DDO? Okay, interesting. Yeah. How am I like this? Well, this is the game currently. This is just how it is right now. Hopefully SSG will have a hotfix for this soon. But yeah, I've got 3.1 frames per second right now. You know, so it's a little difficult to do stuff. Let's go somewhere easier to see. Let's go to like Isle of Dread. Yeah, let's get to Isle of Dread. It's not unplayable. That's true. I can play with this. I'm that good. My guy's arms are teleporting around. Yeah, sorry. I think the game's frame rate crashed my stream, so I apologize. Okay, 1.8, 2, 2.9. Okay, I think I'm at a stable 2.9, 2.8. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so this is, like I said, this is the peak gaming. I guess you must have missed my whole story. So basically, what I was saying was that wait a minute, I have to start up a new. Oh shit, do I have to get a new live stream? My fucking live stream chat. Is this a new one? Yeah, it's the new one. I have to get the new live stream chat. That's so annoying. Okay. It's my stream crash. This is why YouTube sucks as a streaming platform, is because my old chat that I had open for YouTube doesn't work. I have to go get a new chat and then pop and get a new chat so I can read it. But yeah. Anyway, so this is DDO right now. It's not ideal. Ooh, there's somebody here. Who are you? Iron Drac, Iron Forged. Nice. I hope they're doing good. So a solid 10 seconds of DDO. Nice. Yeah. You even get down to 3. All right. Anyway, so let's go do some genuine gameplay. Sitting at 120. Yeah. So I did do a little bit of digging, and I have found a few things that cause some of the problems. So the only bit of advice I can recommend to you guys that might solve some of your problems when trying to do this, if you want to play Dungeons and Dragons Online, which right now, I mean, look at this guy's animation. Can I, he's look at him walk away. He's like, dut, 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 dut. He's loading. It's like claymation, basically. There are some things that do affect it faster, sooner rather than later. So if you do want to play DDO and you don't want to lower your frame rate, I would, 1, do quests that have fewer loading zones. Loading zones do cause the problem. Yeah, just stay away from, like, if you want to do like a long quest, do like a Stormcleave outpost as opposed to a Temple of Elemental Evil where there's like lots of doors. So yeah. Also, Madub, welcome back to the stream team. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate the support for 5 months. I hope you like Dungeons and Dragons Alliance. Game's pretty good. I'm gonna go over here, get some feline agility. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, jeez. All right. Let's just go up. Up. Up camera. Oh, too far. Too far. You have a video card? Yeah. You could probably do Bringing the Light like this. Probably, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people would say Wakfu is their favorite turn-based MMO, but I don't know, man. This is immediate. I'm gonna watch Fridays at 4. Yeah, maybe. That's a good question. You know what? It's better than doing this. By the way, I forced this to happen. The game does not always run like this. It's just loading zones. So you can fix this by just reloading the client, which I'm about to do. I was already at 3 FPS, and I wanted to be able to drain it real quick. So there's that. I'm sure SSG will have a fix for this, hopefully before the weekend, because if they don't get it before the weekend, that's going to be real bad. But I'm going to relog to fix this. Question for you, how did I force it? Oh, it's loading zones. Every time you go through a loading zone, your frame rate drops by 7%. 7 to 8%. So if you have 100 FPS, and then you go from one area to another, to a back and forth, your frame rate drops by 7% each time. I did actually find a faster way to do it that I don't want to share, so that way people don't accidentally lower their frame rate or like spam it or anything else like that. But yeah, it's pretty bad. So basically, if you're currently playing DDO, you have to relog your client every 20 minutes or so. So you do like 3-4 quests, then you relog. 3-4 quests, relog. And I mean the whole client, like quit to desktop and new client is the way to fix it. Logging out doesn't work. In fact, logging out just makes it worse. So don't log out. That's not the solution to that problem. So you have to just move around. Yeah, there's another game's back up and it'll be loading just fine. I don't know how many people are going to be playing the game right now, but it's pretty bad. Can a DDO player take? A lot. So yeah. Yeah, sorry, my stream crashed when I was trying to show off my 3 FPS. There we go. Nice. Back to buttery smooth. No, it's nice and fast. But yeah. Here, I can show you, like I said, there's a way you can do it. Had no issues with frames. So it's only above what you can render, right? So this happens to, as far as I can tell, everybody. So my computer is only rendering at 60 frames. Okay, that's pretty much all I'm rendering right now. So I'm not rendering any more than that because I cap it because I only have a 60 hertz monitor, so I don't have a reason to actually do any more. However, with some mental trickery, which I'm gonna just cover up the screen so you can't see it for a sec. A little bit of trickery, going on, a little bit of trickery. So now my game is. It's still rendering pretty good. Hold on. Let me do a little bit more trickery. And a little bit more trickery. There we go. And now my game is rendering at about 40 frames per second. So yeah. And that gets worse every time you load from one zone to another. But yeah, so DDO is going to be, even though your game is capped, it still has the power to push through it, but you can't do it for that much. Are we going to get used to the FPS drops? No, this is a bug that I think they can solve. Just whether they are going to solve it today, like before the weekend or not, I don't know. But yeah. I have to relog again because I just bricked my thing. Why did I do that? Anyway. But yes, so this is loading zones. So every time you go through a loading zone, it'll have this happen. Did you get Star Fragment Frame? You have to get the Nebula Fragment and then talk to Lahar. Yeah, this is a very new bug. This was introduced in the hotfix. So like I said, I'm at 30 whatever. So yeah, sorry for caps. You're not that sorry. I wouldn't be. It's not a big deal. So but what's up, Pinnacle number 4? How you doing? Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty unplayable. Like I said, is 30 FPS unplayable? No, 30 FPS isn't unplayable. It's the fact that, like, let's say I decide I'm going to go to the exit, and I go airship. And then, cool, now I'm on the airship. And then my frames, I'm loading less, so I'm at 44, but because the airship has less than Isle of Dread. And then I go over here to the captain, and I go down to House Fjarlin. So we're going to just do this. So now we have 44 FPS, 45. Yeah. And then we go over here. And, yeah, it gets worse and worse. Also, what's up, Warhammer Actual Raiders? Welcome. Appreciate that. So, yeah. So now we're at 43 in the tavern, which has loading almost nothing. And again, if you go past the 3 loading zones, it gets worse. you got the mouse look bug? There's a mouse look bug? What's the mouse look bug? And again, this happens. Yeah, like I said, I hope they fix it. Change 30-bit or low graphics? No, it's not going to fix it. I know a little bit more about the bug than I'm letting on, but your graphics won't fix the underlying problem of the loading zone issue. No matter what, you're probably, if you're going to play the game, you're probably going to have to relog every 30 to 40 minutes or so during gameplay. Basically, every 3 quests you do, every 3 to 4 quests, you should reset your client. Is my general recommendation for you who are playing this game. So, yeah. Yeah, or buy, like, a better graphics card so you can have, like, a higher thing. So, yeah. So, was that a second raid with 1 person? I probably shouldn't have it display raiders with 1 person. Also starting well in mouse look? Well, yes. So that's a frame rate problem. That's related to the frame rate. So your mouse look speed is based on your frame rate. So because you can only turn on an available frame. So as your frame rate goes down, your mouse look speed gets lower because it's only turning based on your available frames. Right? That's the reason why. But yeah, oh, no problem. It's all good. It's the same bugs, Radiant. We're talking about the same bug. Money every month you do, just help us to fix that. I don't know if we do anything to do. I just love DDO. Well, you can do whatever you want. Like, this is America, dude. You do whatever you want. You want to send DDO money, go for it. Can't seem to consistently play through the soup. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I hope they fix this problem sooner rather than later. It's kind of funny. But yeah, it's the same issue. It's tied to the frame rate problem. The reason why people are getting their stuttering with the mouse look is because as the frame rate goes down, it gets harder. So like as an example, I have my mouse look. So this is the speed that I do it if I move my mouse across the keyboard. But if I do this, and then I drop my frame rate a little bit, which I'm not going to show you how to do because I don't want other people to do this. But now I drop my frame rate to 30, and I try to do it. My mouse look is significantly slower because, again, you can only move. The mouse is only taking inputs on those available frames. So because there's fewer frames per second, you're getting fewer movements of the laser from your mouse corresponding to the game. So you get jerkier mouse look movements. So yeah, it's the same thing. Anyways, it just means you have to relog. That's all it is. You just gotta relog a little bit. I'm gonna have to relog again because I just did this to myself. But you know, will be FPS after the patch. It's just a bug that's happening right now with the loading zones. So that's all it is. It's just every time you hit a loading zone, you're gonna lose 7-ish% of your frame rate. So let's say you're like me and you cap it at 60. But my computer can run it at 300, then it takes me about 15 loading zones before I even notice anything's happening to my game. And then, because it's starting to get closer to 60, and then once it gets below 60 now, then it's immediately noticeable for me. If you're somebody who has like 144 hertz monitor and you're rendering it at 144 frames per second, you'll notice it much sooner than somebody else, as an example. But yeah. Yeah, so it's just, it is what it is. So public service announcement, I'm just letting everybody know, if you want to play this weekend or until they have a patch for this, you just have to reset your client every 3 to 4 quests, and that will solve your problem. Uncapped frame rate, it's not going to change anything. But yeah. It affects everybody. Like I said, I can render it higher than 30 frames per second. But yeah, so then when you go through a loading zone, that's what's dropping your frame rate. So hopefully they can fix the bug. I hope so, because for me personally, I'm really enjoying the patch. AoE range attacks feel amazing. Some of the changes, some of the different epic destinies feel amazing. Shadow Strike on an 8-second cooldown, I love it. Being able to fit Hunt's End in my build for free, I love it. Devastating Shot and Shadow Strike feel really good. I just can't play. So that's the main problem. Like, if I could play the game, think about how good it would be. Oh, man. What you need to do is you got to get, like, a picture. You know what I mean? You got to go, like get, like, pictures of the game and just, like, look at them. Like, go through your old screenshots and look at, like, what's going on. That's the good part. So, yeah. But yeah, so as I said, the once they fix this, I'm assuming if they can hotfix it today, they probably will before the weekend. If they can't hotfix it today, I have no idea. Game has gotten better or worse. So again, this is a temporary bug. This is obviously a very bad one. It's like akin to the login, like sweeping statement of the game getting worse is just, as somebody who plays the game all the time, is just wrong. I don't agree with that at all. I think it's completely off base. Maybe that is personally to you. You feel like the game is in a worse state, but the most recent patch was super good for the game. Way more build options, a lot of fun tools, giant buffs all over the place, a few nerfs that are frustrating to some, but that's online games, baby, and there's a lot of cool tools. But yeah, so but as I said, if you're not having fun with the game, my biggest recommendation is to take a break. So if the frame rate problem is not good, this is a great weekend to play another video game. Helldivers 2 is really fun. Last Epoch is really fun. I've been enjoying the heck out of both of those. So, some quests were changed. Yeah, they changed up the harbor ones. What do you call them? Explosive situation. I don't know why it's no longer a solo quest, but it's kind of cool. Just do it with magic missile immunity. If you don't have magic missile immunity, you're gonna have a bad time in that quest. there's a lot of casters in there. They'll get you. We didn't have an issue. Well, like I did it on my archer, and I didn't have an issue. I have to reset my client again, so I don't have this frame drop. But I didn't have much of an issue when I did it. But yeah, it was a fun one. Yeah, it also gives way more experience. And there's a were-rat as the boss, which is kind of cool. And it's free. I actually really like it when they do that stuff, where they revamp older quests, because they can put newer models with better-looking textures and stuff in some of the older quests, so the game looks a little bit nicer. So I like that, personally. It's my personal opinion. Anyway. Hey, what's up, Bobby? How you doing? All right, let's go. Come on, let me in. But yeah, we'll watch Fridays at 4. I wonder if they're going to talk about it. I don't know. Some people say, yes, that is true. The Market 2s are now Market 3s. They actually made one change to one of the quests, which blew my mind. There is one change to one of the quests. But other than that, they're the same quest. Where am I? There we go. Strimtom. For the short term, the answer is to relog when it gets too bad. Yeah, exactly. Every 4 to 5 quests, you want to relog. That's the short term solution if you want to play DDO. Yeah. Yeah, so the short term solution if you want to play DDO is, like I said, every 4 to 5 quests, relog. If you are okay with taking a break, then it's take a break till the patch. Can't find it. Is there a link? No. There's no official post for the bug. This is me, Strimtom, your local DDO science expert, and I did a lot of DDO science and DDO research. So I've been nose to the grindstone, hitting some of these, trying to find the exact solutions to all of your problems. So if you want to pay me for this information, I'll take a check. Cash is fine. Money transfer. If you want to come to my house and give me some chocolate chip cookies, that would also be fine payment. I do like fresh baked chocolate chip cookies, so that would be good. That's about it. Wolfopedia. If I did have a Wolfopedia, that's a good one. I have extra spells. Ooh, spells, ranger spells. Oh yeah, I can get jump. I don't have spell comps. Oh, okay. Well, I gotta go buy spell comps. Said that we're not allowed to come to your house anymore? No, if you're bringing me chocolate chip cookies, there's no limit on that. Okay, spell comps. Do you sell ranger spell components? No? No. Crap. I have to deal with another loading zone. Resident 4 is going to be pretty salty? Yeah. It's like, there's no way to escape it. Like, you'd have to... I'm trying to imagine if there are people that haven't noticed, that are like playing and didn't know that it's happening to them. There probably are some people that have been playing and are like, oh, something feels weird, but they don't play for long enough for it to really pile up. But if you play for more than half an hour, it's like so noticeable. Even still, I'm already starting to get slowdown on my mouse turn because of the frame rate drop. And I just relogged the client. It's a bad bug. For me, this bug, I classify this one as an unplayable. This one hits the unplayable right away. where if I didn't want to capitalize on the outrage and the salt, I'd be doing something else. But you know what? People are mad, so why don't I stream it? There's a big bug in the game. What's wrong with the frame rate? Every time you go through a loading zone, you're going to lose about 7% of your current FPS. So every 4 to 5 quests, relog the whole game, is my recommendation. Okay, so this is the thing. This is the big quest, okay? Sunken Sewer. They didn't really change Missing in Action, but they did change Sunken Sewer. Let me show you this change, because this one blew me away. They're both level 3 quests now as opposed to level 2, which is fine. I don't really care too much about that. But check this out. Sort of. Okay, watch this room. This is brand new. So put your glasses on, be paying attention. You walk in, there's a new wall here and no monsters in this room. There used to be monsters here, but they're not here, and there's a new wall.
The kobolds have devised a truly clever trap, catching you unawares as they emerge from secret doors set in the wall.
There's new dialogue. Isn't that crazy? They added a new door, and the kobolds now ambush you with new dialogue. That's wacky. Why did they change that? I don't know. But so now that instead of 3 kobolds in this room, one spawning here, and one being middle of the room that runs at you, now there is 6 kobolds in the room, with 3 of them coming from behind this secret door with new text. I don't know. I'm not sure if they found the guy or got an audio file. Also, this trap is now a reflex save. I don't know why. It used to be a fortitude save. Now it's a reflex save. So I'm plus, I think so. I'm plus 27 on the trap. Oh, never mind. I'm plus, oh yeah, so it's 2 saves, I think. Yeah, so it's 2 saves. So you have attempt to save versus trap poison, 19 plus 43 save, so I took half damage, and then the spider venom is a fortitude save. So now the damage is a reflex save, which means if you have evasion, you don't take any damage from this trap, whereas before, evasion wouldn't protect you from this trap. So that's, which is also interesting. In terms of a change. So those are the 2 changes in this quest that I found. Also, Project Macy, welcome back, or welcome to the stream team. I hope you're doing well. So yeah. Yeah, and you can tumble through the trap to get bonus to your reflex saves now that you couldn't before. Let's see. I heard that DDo's code is old and horrible in the sense of optimization. You don't have to hear it. That's just true. Someone said it looks like spaghetti code. Spaghetti code is just a term that doesn't really mean anything. It's just like a catch-all term to say code that... I think spaghetti code is not a good way to describe it because people don't understand what spaghetti code really is. I think that's not a good way to describe it. The best way to describe DDo's code is a similar idea to spaghetti, but we're going to use an intangible example that pisses off millions of Americans each year. You know when it's Christmas time and you got to put the lights up on the tree or on the house? And so you go to the box where you shove all the lights in, and then you pull out the lights, and you can't get one strand free? That's a better example, because that's a visceral anger I've felt many times in my life. Because some people that work in IT, technical fields, and stuff like that, they'll coil all of their cables. So like a buddy of mine, he's like an events coordinator for like the IT department of a college. And so him and his team have all the equipment. They got to run equipment, cables, lines, all this other stuff. So they properly coil and wrap up everywhere that is done. But for me, a lazy person, when I'm done with this tree, all of these cables are going to get bunched up and put into a box. And then next year I can get pissed off when I go to pull them out again. It's a nightmare. And so that's a better way to think about it. It's that it's not so much the way to think about it is that, and this happens to pretty much like any old coding base is going to be like this. It's not a problem of like people doing a bad job. Like that's kind of part of it, but it's mostly when you get more stuff and you layer it, it's just hard to pull out and just touch one piece because that one piece is now touching everything else. It's hard to get rid of it. As far as would it cost millions to fix, this problem is not going to cost millions to fix. It's going to cost somebody's afternoon and maybe their whole weekend. The whole game, fixing all the lag, yes, that costs millions to fix. Probably. I would imagine it would probably cost at least $1 million to fix DDo's lag problem. If I had to guess. Just because, you know, systems engineers and all that. And a million? Probably not. Probably less than a million. Probably like probably 3/4 of a million. 3/4 of a million to a million, I would imagine, because you've got 1 to 2 engineers who you're paying a reasonable salary for whatever it is, and then also access to the specific tools. So like these are just the working costs of like the data environments, the databases, and other stuff you need to work on all of this, and then times the X amount of time that it would actually take. So yeah. Yeah, and then also, yeah, the readability is like impossible. Anyway, so yeah, so that's DDO in a nutshell right now. It's got the lag. So, or not lag, it's got a frame rate drop problem. So as I said, if you are experiencing this yourself, you can fix it by resetting your entire client, and it gets you back to step 0. But obviously, that is not the most fun thing to do. So again, I empathize with people that don't really want to do that. I don't even know if people are playing the game. There's a lot of people playing the game, which is surprising. So definitely, like, kind of a bit of a shocker to me. Rat the Earth. Yeah, you got a lot of people doing stuff. It's kind of cool. Big problem with making every poison trap do damage. Yeah. Not every poison trap does damage. Some of them are just poison, but a lot of them do damage since they have separate effects. Poison damage is, in my opinion, a mechanic I don't particularly like in a 3.5 D&D environment. So yeah. Like, poison having a hit point damage total doesn't feel right in a 3.5 D&D environment, but yeah. It's also cost those engineers not adding new features to the game. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's a double cost. Yeah. Level 30? Oh, congrats, dude. Congrats. And so then whenever people ask, like, the question of how come they don't just take the game, since, like, well, it's all old code, how come they don't just rebuild it from the ground up? And that's because of just sheer scale. The amount of money and time you need to rebuild a game that already exists is gigantic. Like, unbelievable. Especially an MMORPG. Like, think of any video game that comes out. The biggest complaint that people have for live service games is that there's not enough content. Okay? So, like, you look at a game like Last Epoch, which just came out. Other than the server issues, one of the people's biggest complaints, not enough content. The monoliths get kind of repetitive. There's 4 bosses to fight. Not as exciting. But that'll change. Like, think about how Path of Exile, another video game, or World of Warcraft, or Final Fantasy. These games have loads and loads and loads of content because they're older, and that content stacks, giving you more and more things to do. So you as a new player come in, and you have 10 years worth of content to play, and that's awesome. But new video games have to fight that uphill battle. So if they decided to restart DDO and do it on a new system, that would cost millions of dollars, way more than you think, and many years, and they wouldn't have all the content when it comes in. So you'd play DDO, but with like half of the content in the game, because they'd probably cut a lot of it, and you'd run out of things to do way faster. So yeah, 100% they'd be better off. Like, if they were to make a new video game, I wouldn't really want them to make DDO. I'd rather them make like a new video game. I don't see Stain and Stone Games making their own intellectual property anytime soon to make a new game, but that's what I'd probably rather see. Because they were still in 1.0 and that was still a massive thing. Well, and also don't forget that FF14's rebuild was not an easy task. There are like documentaries and case studies about how the unholy amount of crunch destroyed the lives of the people that worked at Final Fantasy XIV doing A Realm Reborn. Like, the people that worked there called it nightmarish. They worked for 80 to 100 hours. They were sleeping at work trying to get it fixed because they couldn't spend any more money on it. So people had to take gigantic pay cuts to fix it. And by pay cuts, I mean they got paid the same but worked 2 to 3 times as much per week. It's horrible when you look at like how they did it. Now, granted, it's a good game, so it's worth the work, maybe. But the human sacrifice is a little sus. But that would be way too much because the new content would stop. Well, the other problem too is that, like, again, these things are really, really expensive. So like, you have to pay for it. It's the reason why Path of Exile 2 is being developed alongside Path of Exile 1, because you need money to pay for the new game. So you got to keep making stuff. I know I'm not running anywhere or doing anything, but like doing quests is terrifying right now because of the game lag. So I'm kind of just killing time till we get to see what Jerry's got to talk about. I don't know if they're going to talk about it. I'm really curious to see if they're going to actually like talk about it publicly and be like, hey, by the way, this is a thing that's going on. Or if that news hasn't made it to Jerry's desk, or like, I don't know. It's really interesting. That's why I haven't been playing. I will say this, as somebody who has been playing around with the new patch, the AoE range attack changes are so good. I don't even know where to start. Cordo said they're looking into it. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, they found it on the forums. Oh, okay, cool. Let me see. Let me see. That's a great way to start. Let me find the DDO forums. Hold that phone. Let's go to the DDO forums. Again, curiosity. Yeah. Okay. Am I logged in? Nope. Okay, good. All right. Let's see what we got here. Announcements, downtimes, release notes. Let's go to the staff tracker. Not a fan of forum bloat, and so far the other archetypes subforums aren't getting much posting in them. But yes, they're going to make a Dragonlord subforum. Cool. Request Solaris Steel Star in today's quarter 4. They're busy. They're busy today. It'll be me. Happy to answer questions. FPS degrading with each quest. FPS, thank you for the reports. We're looking into it. We are investigating. We are actively investigating this issue. Well, hopefully they solve the problem sooner rather than later. Yeah, so they did know about it and they are talking about it. So that's good. All right, cool. I didn't know if they talked about it at all. Have you tried the paralyze and does it work on AoE? Yeah, it does. Yeah. So if you have paralyzing arrows from Arcane Archer, like I haven't tried it, but I've played with other people in my group. If you have paralyzing arrows turned on and then you use an AoE attack, it'll apply the paralyzation to all targets that get hit. Just bear in mind, this is not quite like free mass hold. The reason is 1, it's harder to get enchantment DCs on a ranger versus something else. 2, the paralyzing does not cause helplessness, so you don't do any bonus damage to targets, although it does still stop them, which is pretty good. And 3, the range on the AoE attacks is 2.5, which is labeled on some of these. So this says like area of effect 2.5, which is very small. So 2.5, for a point of reference, is like basically here, like this range between me and this guy. So if I shoot this guy, it'll hit me. But if I'm over here, this is more than 2.5. This is like 3-ish. So you can't hit these two people. So if you shoot this guy, this person doesn't get paralyzed. And so you got to be, it's a pretty close range. Now, that doesn't mean the ability is bad at all. It's quite good, but yeah. Every door you walk through, loading screen decreases the FPS. It does. Every door. Every step you take. This is bug discussion. Is that on here? SLA's double casting. I didn't have that one. Mouse sensitivity, summons disappearing. But yeah, so that's interesting. I was curious about that. Are people really mad? Oh no. Oh no. Did I miss this anniversary sale? Oh yeah, they didn't do a sale. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even notice. I forgot that they didn't do a sale. Maybe it's because they're giving stuff away. They don't want to do a sale. They also did pretty good sales at the beginning of the year, but I don't know. It's interesting. I'm not sure. But yeah. I was very upset. I'm pretty sure they deleted. Oh yeah, probably. I mean, I think that's good though. Like, not that they should delete people's like comments, but when people get a little upset, people can get like, they can get overwhelmed, you know, where like person A says this, person B says this, person C says this, and it's like a frenzy where it gets worse and worse. Where it's like, you know, person A and person B have points, they were talking about whatever, but then by the time it makes it to person D, the telephone has like been supercharged, and it gets a little rough. So yeah. So it's not too bad, but yeah. Again, I don't know if this. My guild was discussing yesterday without swapping character FPS drops for each new quest we go to. Yeah, it's also funny because there's like more and more FPS drops. There's also the character swap, drop as well. So like, which has been in the game forever. If you swap from character A like 1 to 2, like the more characters you swap to, you also have a general FPS drop. So yeah. So it's quite interesting. There's also a new bug, so I did check because I was curious. This is a bug introduced in the hotfix because I played with the patch update 66 for the entire day and had no problems. And I went and checked the footage. Whereas here, like you go through 2 loading zones and it's immediately noticeable. You're like, oh yeah, it's right there. So yeah, so we'll see. But I've also been playing around with Hunt's End a little bit. And I'm having so much more fun on my thrower, so I'm stoked. These range changes, I might become a ranged player. I don't know. I've always like kind of been a ranged player. Like I've always played a lot of them, but like a lot of ranged characters. So this might be like a new time for me. Let me just get something set up here real quick, so I can, because I want to see what if they have an official announcement on the Fridays at 4 or anything like that. Yeah, the ranged character arc. That's right. Okay, I'm just loading up the DDO stream. They're not live right now, but we are gonna watch, because I am curious to see if they have any general comments. Which means I need to move YouTube chat somewhere. YouTube chat, where do you go? YouTube chat goes somewhere over here. I'll just move this. Oh, that's not what I wanted to move. Move this. There we go. Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't realize that they didn't have a promo, as an example, that going on for this one, which is kind of interesting. How are the fun bugs? I mean, here's the thing. Everybody enjoys different things for different reasons. So the frame rate problem that exists in the game right now, where your frame rate goes down when you load a new zone, it's not ideal. You know, it's not good for the game, and it's not good for people. And it might not even be fun for you because you're trying to play and your favorite game's unavailable. But for me, reading forum threads is really fun. So, not all the time, but sometimes. These are obviously people who are understandably upset because they're like reporting that their frame rate doesn't work, their frame rate don't do. But yeah. The fun bugs are in Helldivers 2. The fun bugs are in fact in Helldivers 2. So yeah. Like for me, I can still have fun with the game regardless, but yeah, it's a bit of an issue. Again, I'm just waiting for the Fridays at 4 to come online so we can chat about it. See my new name. Did you change your name on the forums? Can you change your name on the forums? Hold on. Let's see here. I'm investigating. Okay, hold on. I can find it. Favorite soul has been even more gutted. Did you change your name to even more gutted because of the Exalted Angel change? Oh, that's even funnier. Just for total transparency's sake, my cleric melee build is actually better with the changes. So I like them. Like I do more damage now, so I can't really complain. It's just me. Like this one, I'll show you. I'll show you the change. Oh god, I'm gonna get frame drops here. Do we have chat? Is there chat here? Man, yeah, let's get the chat going. This one. The YOY, but there's a word count limit? Yeah. But it's here. Card client reset. You have to client reset. Logging out actually makes it worse. Every time you swap character, it gets worse. It's actually worse faster. Yeah, it's a full client reset. Again, good weekend to play like Last Epoch. Okay, so I do have the stream open, so we're gonna watch it here. Mental effect is pretty bad. Well, the problem is that the trivialization of raid-wide damage depends on the difficulty you're doing it on. So
Stream likes to live dangerously. More DDO today?
That's correct. If you play on like Reaper mode, you can't rely on the healing aura because when somebody takes damage, you have to heal them or they die. Right? Like if you're doing like Fires over Morgrave and somebody goes to half, the passive healing, that's every 6 seconds. If you don't heal them before 6 seconds, they're just going to die before that time happens because if they took damage once, they're probably taking damage again. So people learning to heal or not learning to properly heal and then running into this problem, I can see someone going from hard to like Elite or Reaper and not realizing that they have to heal instead of just passively doing it and getting blown away. Anyway, let's go to Cordovan here.
anniversary event in a little bit, but we got some news to get to.
Let's see what's going on.
We've launched update 66, Rise of the Dragon Lord, this week.
See what
So
we
we
got.
got release notes.
the news.
We got some
Hot
news.
news.
We had a follow-up hot fix
Oh, yeah.
yesterday, and we're working on another one here as soon as we can get it out. I'll
Okay,
tell
they
you
know.
a little bit more about
Another
that
hot fix as soon as they can, yeah.
in just a second. But
That's
let's
funny.
start with a little bit of fun news, and that is that the Year of the Dragon has officially launched. So
The old good news.
go
Yeah,
to
so they are going to
DDO.com
hot fix
if
it
you
as soon
want
as they
more
can.
Information.
Yeah.
But we're giving away the Dragon Lord for free. All you have to do is log into the game, go to the lower
True.
level
Yep.
of the Eberron Hall of Heroes.
And you
speak
can do
to
that no matter what your frame
Zatharol,
rate is.
Big silver dragon there.
Yeah, I
You'll
can.
get your Dragon Lord for free. If you're VIP, do it. If you're a free player, do it. If you're premium, do it.
True.
Go to Zatharol in the Hall of Heroes and
Yeah.
pick
If
up
you're
your
tired,
Dragon Lord.
do it. If your frame rate's
for
2,
free.
go do it.
If you're a VIP in the future, like you're watching this after the fact, and
Yeah. If you're like a
the
time traveler
to
watching
redeem
this as well.
for free for the next month through March 26th is already passed. It is included in the VIP subscription.
It is, yeah.
That said, we want VIPs to claim
Approaching
it for
absolute
2
zero. They are
reasons.
going
One,
down, yeah.
We have a specific tech that's allowing for the delivery of this thing, which means that it isn't in the store yet and it's not hooked up to VIP yet. That'll be after in March.
Also, the tech is very cool. On your screen, when you log in, there's actually like a visual that will show you have something to claim if you haven't claimed it. Genius tech. Genius. I'm so happy it's in the game.
I mean, I suppose if you have some kind of phobia against dragons, maybe don't do that. But you don't even need to look like a dragon. So,
Yeah, I'm going to play a Warforged. Dragon Lord is my first
go
one.
claim it. Zatharol, the lower level of the Eberron Hall of
claim it.
Heroes, through
Yeah,
March
true.
26th. And then after March 26th, we'll have the next month.
After March 26th, $80.
freebie up.
No, 100. No, $200.
Next bit of news I
Get
want
out your
to
wallet.
call out is that we are getting ready for a presentation and meetup at
Yeah.
PAX East. This will be Thursday, March 21st. The presentation is from 5:30 to 6:30 in the Dragonfly Theater, and we're talking about making monsters in DDO.
It's going to be a very cool presentation
And then
based on last
afterwards,
year's.
we're having a community meetup from 7 to 11 at the Harpoon Brewery in Boston. It's within walking distance of PAX
I'll be
East.
there,
You
by the
don't
way,
need a
at
PAX
both
East
things.
ticket to attend.
So,
You
I'll be there.
will need to
Wanna meet me?
RSVP. RSVPs are not yet available. I was kind of hoping maybe they'd be up by today, and that might be something I
So
could
you can
announce on
announce,
the
yeah,
shows.
but you
But
can't.
we're still doing some work to get the RSVP system up and running and
Oh,
ready
no,
to
what
go.
if I don't RSVP
As
and I
soon as
can't go?
that's done, should be next week, I would think. We'll get word on the launcher and social media, website, everything,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can RSVP. You are going to need to RSVP to attend the party. The party is free, but you need to RSVP because we have certain size limits for the venue that we
Yeah, because it's the
do
same
have to
thing.
keep in mind.
Any like
So,
location you want to host people, you
Hopefully,
need
if you're in the area,
a
you'll
quantity.
want to hang out with us and other DDO players on March 21st. And this is going to be a
Complaining
fun
about EA Nerf?
opportunity to do that.
No way, dude. If you go there, I'm going to be there and I'll tell you to get good.
I want to call out real quick that we do have Update 66, Rise of the Dragon Lord, released, and you can find the release notes over on DDO.com,
Yeah.
including the notes for the hotfix that we did yesterday, a couple of bug fixes. Anniversary
hotfix.
events are underway. That's what I'm going to be running
Good
later
hotfix.
on in the stream. You can find out everything you want to know about Dragon Lord and all the other stuff. We have
Interesting.
quite
The new mantle's
extensive
very
release
strong.
notes this time around. Area of effect ranged attacks
Yep.
are in.
AoE ranged is really
Updated
crazy.
Epic Destinies quite a bit.
I've already
See
seen some people doing some goofy
everything
stuff with
going
that.
on there. We have a
Yeah, Dragon
tavern
Breath
system.
was too
This
strong.
is primarily
It's definitely not too
meant
strong
to
anymore.
help guide newer players to figure out, okay, well, I'm in the harbor, now what am I supposed to do? Okay, I'm in the marketplace, now what am I supposed to do?
No, they
And the
they could have cut the
NPCs,
damage in half.
The tavern keepers,
I think.
have some quests to sort of guide you along where some quests that you can
I also
do.
agree. Holy Fireball did not deserve.
We
enough.
have an update to Tumble that
but
people have
SSG
been
also hasn't fixed the fact that it
talking
has no
quite
save.
a bit
so-
about on the forums. Bug fixes. And a whole bunch of UI stuff.
The UI stuff is very
happening
good.
as well. You can
Very
read
good UI
about
stuff.
that on DDO.com. We do have a couple of known issues that we want to get the word out about.
Okay.
First off, there's a upsell, what they call an upsell issue in CareGen,
No,
character
they've been
generation.
selected. That's a great question. They should ask.
If you
I
try
wonder
to
if
make
anyone's gonna
Dragon
ask that in
Lord
the chat.
before you actually have Dragon Lord, it's going to say get now rather than direct you to the freebie
me too.
page, which is what it's supposed to do. We're going to get that fixed in
some
the future,
bites.
but just claim your Dragon Lord.
That's
You'll
true.
be fine.
Yeah, go claim Dragon Lord.
We're
I'm gonna
currently
keep telling
investigating
people
an issue. Well, we're still investigating. So there's the story about that. So when we went live on Wednesday, there was an issue where selecting a section of the main menu option from the main menu button was causing a client crash.
Yeah, that's true. Jerry came in here,
So
told
you
me
needed
about
to
it,
hit
and then I
escape
immediately
rather than
clicked the
press
button and crashed my
for
client.
that 24-hour period.
Yeah, it's true.
That was one of the big drivers of 66.0.1, a hotfix that we brought out yesterday.
Yeah.
And that did technically fix the main menu client crash, although we're investigating whether it's caused some current issues that I'll talk about in just a minute. Maybe you're aware of it. A frame rate drop that's
he
happening
knows.
inside of the game.
He knows.
And the hotfix also did bring back the Curse of the Overburdened that was intended for
Yeah, he knows.
Update 66.
I mean,
That's
there's
for people who
he's not a programmer, right? He's just a guy.
found themselves with more than one curse on an item. There's been quite a bit of chatter about that on the forums and such as well this week.
There definitely will be some people who
I do want to
legitimately
call
had
out
that
the
happen to them.
anniversary event is back. That's what we'll be
But
running
not-
here
not that
today.
many.
This is available through March 12th. And that's in House Fjarlin.
There's nothing new in the anniversary this
The
year.
only addition to the loot list this time around is we added last year's anniversary freebie to the vendor.
Yeah, that's it.
So for people who missed out on the opportunity to get the Dark Armor cosmetic, they can now get that.
Which is a great looking
this year.
cosmetic, for the record. It looks very good.
Quick little bit of sales news here.
He's waiting very long to get to the big one where
We do
everyone's
have
like,
some fairly big sales happening this week we want to let you know about. Double bonus points is here. That's through March 10th.
spend more money.
Also through March 10th. We have Autos boxes, Heroic, Epic, and Improved.
Anniversary with doing?
Autos in the
I don't
store
know.
through March 10th. And then the freebie, the coupon this week is one kind of like the Bell of Opening, where just about everybody can benefit from it. So if you at all have interest in repairing your gear at some point, just use the coupon code Repair All Items.
you say
to get a
Bell of
free
Opening?
Enchanted Repair All kit.
Wait, am I taking crazy pills? Did he
it's the
say
same
Bell
thing
of
as
Opening
basically
and the describing the repair all?
Using the Astral Shard option where it just insta repairs everything you got. Quick note, we have a bonus this weekend as well through March 3rd. We have 25%
Only after
guild
everything
renown
I ever loved?
active in the game.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But it works.
Let me see what else I
works well.
should mention related to this week's notes.
Useful to
think
anyone
that's
like
pretty
Bell of
much
Opening.
it.
Okay, good. I wasn't listening. I was reading
so
chat.
let me get
I'm reading 3
the
chats right now.
game up and running, and I'll answer some questions from chat here.
If somebody wants to ask about the Players Council stuff, ask it in Cordovan's chat, because he might answer that. I don't know if he's going to talk
Also,
about the frame
thank
rate
you,
thing.
Alex, for the raid.
They're in your walls.
Thank you, Glass Jaws. I can't take credit for making that art, of course. That was one of our artists, but I love these motion graphic things that we've been able to do.
Yeah.
We started doing,
I look
think
at
our
SS
first one.
I look at SSG's motion graphics where they have like the Panther or the Displacer Beast jumping forward and stuff and other things. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. I could do that because, I'm like a content creator and I can make my stuff look better. Then I don't. Yep.
Any update on VIP work? Still Q1? Yes-ish. I don't know that a formal March 31st end date is something that we're going to hit. But, yeah, we're working on it.
Nice. They're working on it. Good. Also, I like
When
these
will you have to
Dragon Lord.
RSVP by? Information will be in the RSVP. My guess would be up to a couple of
As I
days
said,
prior
I'll be
to
there.
the party. We need
So-
to ultimately get a guest list to the venue.
I assume if I can get in the RSVP list. Unless I don't make the line. Although I might try to skip the line. Probably. Maybe not. I mean, if it's full by the time I actually RSVP.
Yes.
If it's full by the time I try to
my
RSVP,
people
I'll
having
just have a competing event across the street.
Frame rate issues on the stream. I'm not seeing it on my end here, I don't think. Maybe there was a...
I don't know if he knows
noticed
how...
I did a preview on the Lochura side yesterday for
Lord of the Rings does not have this problem. It's
Update
a DDO
39,
problem.
which is their new content that's coming out in the next couple of weeks. Oh, I see it now, actually. My bitrate is listed as unstable. Looks like there must be some internet issues.
That's just an internet problem. That's not related.
That's
Be
unfortunate.
on the other side of the country? You could be further, dude.
Not much I can do about it. But it looks like Twitch,
Boston's
either Twitch is
coastal and
having an
Arizona's
issue,
not.
or my local internet's having an issue, or I suppose my computer's having an issue. Either way, it looks like I'm suffering from a low bitrate problem.
Twitch
today. I'm not dropping
has
frames
been
though on
squirrely.
XSplit. So that's what I'm going to say, maybe a Twitch thing. Because XSplit is showing about 30% CPU, 40% GPU usage.
How do you spell squirrely? Is that a word?
And no dropped frames. But I see over on the
Land in the mix
Twitch
too?
channel, my bitrate is listed as unstable.
You should dig. Just dig a tunnel.
If you're seeing
Get
some
all the way there.
weird frame rate issues there, that's probably what's up.
What server is he on? I don't know. Legends of
Said,
Orient.
I
He's
guess
on Orient.
frame rate maybe is the name of the show this week, isn't it?
Yeah, frame rate is the name of the show. Yeah. Yep. I don't know if how much detail he's going to go into it.
So
Squirrely?
what we're investigating,
Oh, okay.
we've been investigating since late last night, an issue where, due to a series of causes currently unknown,
Okay. They don't know.
we're running into an issue where your frame rate is dropping inside of the game over time.
Okay.
There was some thought that maybe it was just a client memory leak. That doesn't appear to be the case. There was
Yeah,
some
I don't have
thought
a memory
maybe
problem.
It had to do with zoning in and out of instances. That doesn't appear to be the case. There was a thought maybe there was a Dragon Lord issue specifically, being as Dragon Lord is the newest thing that we brought in. That may not be the case. We are currently investigating whether the fix for the main menu button client crash might be the cause. Because that would explain why, once it debuted yesterday, people started reporting degrading frame rate
anniversary
over
as well.
time. I experienced it myself last
This
night.
bug
so
is
has most
a
of the
very
teams
different
been
bug. This has
playing
never happened.
since update 66 was updated on Thursday. So we're still looking into the cause of it, but we do know it's happening, and we've spent all day working on it. I would imagine that once we identify a cause, getting that out to the live game worlds is going to be a top priority. Investigating it sure is. And as soon as we know more, we'll let you know.
Reline the flux capacitors. Yeah. They need 1.21
Short
gigawatts.
term, I think, unfortunately, the only real solution is when you start having a tanked frame rate. You need to close the game client. And
No, that's not the
relaunch
anniversary
it.
person.
Not go back to CareGen and then log back in, but actually close the game client, clear out your memory,
That is the solution to the problem.
and do it that way. So.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to get some lunar wane shafts to prevent side fumbling. It'll help out quite a bit. They didn't nerf favorite soul. True.
At the moment, I've not heard of any plans to adjust our timing on the anniversary event. If we do decide to do something like that, we'll let you know.
Who's talking about that?
Why no marketplace sales like previous years? I think it's because we just recently had some.
They
Mostly.
did have marketplace
I don't know
sales
if there's
recently.
any-
I just assumed they would do that as well.
There's no like nefarious reason.
so he's
I
here.
think we've got other sales happening instead.
He's right here. Tab to often information. They didn't fix it last update. Yeah.
The Dragon Lord white square at my feet, is that working as intended?
Yeah, that's also a bug, yeah. Where some people,
Let's see
for
the
whatever reason,
square.
the Dragon Lord doesn't load the visuals when it's supposed to. I don't know how you fix that one. I think relaunching your client fixes it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't see a square. I see a circle.
Yeah, they need the retro encabulator 100%. Honestly, most people need the retro encabulator to make their system work. I don't know if he's answering where he is right now. He's somewhere in here. Jerry's voice, I'm a long-time listener. Used to be a DDoCast
Morrison,
listener.
I
Yeah.
am not familiar with your specific question about monster manual bugs. You're right. Is a fix for the monster manual bugs that appear on Toon server transfer?
That's not a bug. That's how that works.
Where you can't claim creature companions, see monster
Oh, I can solve
hit
that one.
points, or the monster lore, even though it's been earned.
Yeah. I can solve that problem. Yep.
I believe
That's not a bug. That's how it works. It's
I have
server
heard
specific.
about an issue where the hit points are not necessarily displaying upon server transfer. That's been a long-standing bug. I don't know of any
This is
quick timeline to get that one.
easy solve. This is not a bug. It's how it's
I'm
designed.
not sure on.
So I'm
Generally,
putting it
the
down
way
here.
it works is as long as you've claimed.
So I'm putting it down here. So the deeds down here are account-wide deeds, but they're server account-wide deeds. So for example, to see Bat Health, I need to get the mastery rewards. If a character claims the mastery rewards on that character, then you have to get a new character to claim the mastery rewards, which is the main issue. So yeah, if you have a character that's claimed the mastery reward and then you transfer that character, you can't claim it on that character. You need to do it on a new character. Which also means getting the mastery reward again. So that's not directly a bug. Yeah. Claim rewards for those deeds? Yeah, there's rewards. It's the same thing as like favor rewards, right? So like when you claim favor, like if you claim Warforged on a server and then transfer your character, that other server doesn't have Warforged because you haven't claimed Warforged on that server. And a mount. If you use a mount on one server and you transfer your character, your mount stable doesn't come with you. It's the same mechanic. It's because it's server lock, not account wide. Now you might say, but Strim, it says account
the other
deeds.
questions here in just a second. Let me take
Look,
care of
man.
this one.
Sure, maybe it says account
I'll
deeds,
talk maybe a little bit about.
but I'm telling you what I can. Also, this fight, when I did it yesterday, was really hard at 4 FPS. Oh, nice. Look at that swirly cleave. Is he taking Dragon Lord charge? Ooh. Did he go for the stunning blow on the red name? Ooh.
Okay, I know it's only March 1st. When will we hear back about the new Players' Council?
Oh, there we
It's
go.
going to be a while. A couple weeks, I'd say at least.
Couple weeks, there you go.
Looks like we have somewhere in the range of a little over 300 applications. And being as I have to individually sort through all 300 and some applications,
Whoa,
look at your
dude.
forum history, discipline history, ping with in-game to see what kind of stuff they might be able to provide.
300?
Whatever, you know,
Oh my
bunches
God.
of things.
Wait a minute. I thought everyone
I would
quit
expect
DDO.
it
I
to
thought no
take
one
a
played.
little while. That was a pretty big turnout. Of
Wait a minute. I
applications.
thought nobody played DDO. 300 people applied themselves to
it
do a
does
voluntary
mean
program? Crazy.
It's going to take
Actually
a little
crazy.
while.
That's
So I'm going to say
gigantic.
at least a couple of weeks before anyone hears back on the Players' Council.
Great Demons can follow you into the tavern. They
What'll
can
happen
always
is
do
if
that.
you're accepted, we'll let you know. And if you're not accepted, then
You'll see the post on the
Probably
forum
won't hear
saying,
from us.
thanks to everyone who applied. You won't get an email if you don't get accepted. It's like a job. You get an email if you get it, and if you don't get an email, well, you know. They'll probably say, we have accepted everybody, everyone else, thanks, see you later. But yeah, the chronoscope, so the reason is because demons teleport. So if you're zoning into the tavern, the demons can, if they're still aggroed, can teleport into you. That's why. It's because this specific thing is demons teleporting. It's just a teleport mechanic. Every monster that can teleport can do that. Also, monsters that teleport, demons and reapers, if you D-door on yourself, they will take the D-door and go to the beginning of the quest.
all right, let's do
so
this.
If you want to
Cordova,
team,
meet
if you want to team kill a bunch of people for no reason, just get a bunch of reapers or demons, then D-door, then they'll take the D-door. You don't take it, but they will click it. They will take it, and then add people to your party, and then they will log into the quest, and while they're loading, they'll get killed by the demons and reapers at the beginning. I'm not saying you should do that, but that's like a thing that's physically possible. Also, he's getting Tyrannosaurus wrecked. Uh-oh.
9 neg levels, huh? That's a lot. Alright, well, let's not do that.
That
Try to
Cordovan
take out the
is
mind
good.
flayers this time, huh?
Yeah. Cordovan won. Good job. Be back. I'm a bit late for this. Did I miss any introduction things? Well, they talked a little bit about some of the bugs. I don't know how much more he's going to talk about.
Antimorphics, okay. I wonder it's a little tricky.
Oh, he's gotten dominated. He's getting dominated. Oh, he's getting destroyed. This thing is kicking his bones out of his face. Okay. Get him. He's got to get the Illithid. He's missing charisma, but that's okay. problem is he's got to kill that because the Mind Blast is getting him. Oh,
Destroyed.
no. Oh,
It's not good.
okay, he's not dead yet. If he kills the Illithid, he wins. Oh, the Greater Command! No! It's the will saves, dude. It's the fighter will saves. Oh. Wait a minute. Don't Dragon Lords have good will saves? Or did they never fix that bug?
Alright, let me try that again. Let me get to some questions here, too, then, while we're doing this. Let me try...
No, but do they?
Be a little better prepared this time.
On the preview, they didn't actually have it.
I the floor with myself. Okay, so... I have a question. What was the specific reason the team wanted to update Sunken Sewer, explosive situation, and missing in action? I don't think there was necessarily a specific reason.
Yeah, they just do things at random. They just come into work and go, you know
It was
what?
Mostly
I'm gonna do this.
to be able to
I'm kidding.
offer it
He just might not know.
outside of their initial kind of solo modes.
Yeah.
In some cases, and just
They're good changes. I actually really like the
improve
questions.
them a bit.
It's good.
What do
it's
I
a good,
have in the
good
release
choice.
notes? Actually, I think we have a little bit of an explainer in the release notes.
No, it's just like yeah, they did it. Yeah, they don't have much of an explainer. I'm gonna be honest. This is great. This is a great stream, and the FPS is gonna
Yeah,
go
it's
down.
mostly to support all difficulties and party sizes.
I think they probably want to get rid of the
Then we
solo
got
quests,
the
which is a good idea in my
XP
opinion.
and tweak the monsters some.
I wonder if they'll get rid of like Arachnophobia and Miller's Debt. Do you guys remember when Miller's Debt used to be a real quest? I used to run that on Elite all the time because you could climb up on the boxes and shoot
I might need to
the
bring
Iron Defender,
more firepower.
and then you
I
get
was
an
just
Elite
getting
level 1 chest. God, that was
held
the
and
best.
killed, was I not?
Because it was so hard to kill
unfortunate.
Elite monsters, but you could bring in like 200 arrows and just take it down.
Get my stuff back.
Yep. Yeah. Oh man. It was so hard, and all the dogs and stuff you would lure into the trap section, to get rid of them, and you didn't need to do that. But if you were like me and you sucked at the game, you needed to do that to get gold, so you could bribe the guard to let you into the gate into the marketplace because it was too hard to run waterworks. Because waterworks is hard. You need a rogue to deal with the traps. You need like a cleric to heal the party. You need all this other stuff, and you get cursed or blinded by the shamans, which
Can I
were
talk a little
permanent
bit
back
more
in the
about
day.
the April Pick Your Own X-Pack giveaway? Not really.
Okay, cool. So we're here now. This is where we're at in terms of chat. I don't know how much chat there is. Oh my god, there's so much chat. He's up here.
What can I say about the Pick Your X-Pack giveaway?
Yep. You're
It
back the
will
days?
not
Oh, it was so
include
hard.
Vecna Unleashed,
Epic to 20,
and otherwise I believe it'll
then
include
do heroic.
close to everything.
So you epic to 20, which gives you the epic past life, and then you do either racial for a racial or a heroic for a class. So you have to pick between racial and class. Oh, dude, the loot was so good. They had a mithril shield. Okay, so there was a mithril heavy shield that was a guaranteed
Don't
drop.
know the
which is
answer to
super
your
good.
question, Divine Sword. That sounds like something perhaps Steel Star or Tonquin or Torque might be able to further address about what the reasoning is for splitting Knight's challenge and
Oh.
Throw the Boom.
I can answer this question. If you're a tank player, being able to choose a single target taunt versus an AoE taunt is an essential part of tank gameplay, and it's a very, very, very good change. The fact that they share a cooldown is irrelevant.
We're looking into that as well. That being, there's some kind of mouse look issue as well that may or may not be related.
It's the same bug. The mouse look issue is the same bug.
The
By the way, it's the frame rate thing.
frame rate bug I just described.
If you play FPS games or you know FPS games and
We don't
professional
know yet because we're
FPS
looking
games,
into it.
first-person shooters,
I think it may though be
you'd
more
understand
that
it.
it is showing the frame rate bug in a slightly different fashion, right? Because if your mouse look is only able to process half the frames or so that it's being sent, that would feel like the mouse was turning too slowly because
Exactly.
instead of getting 80
Exactly.
inputs, you're only getting 40 or whatever.
yeah, that's literally exactly
we'll
what
see.
it is. It's the frame rate issue. When you have lower frames,
I don't want to
there's
give
fewer
a
inputs.
date. Lomslinger about the VIP update. As soon as it's ready, we'll let you know more about it.
There you go. You just got told off. It's like, I don't have your answers. Stand away. Stand back. All right, what else is he looking at? I'm just trying to keep track of where his eyes are. I'm curious. Because I could read more of these chats like
read the
this guy.
papers on the table for you. Yeah, I could do that.
Pull, Cordo win, something, anniversary. Nothing for the 18th? It's Dragon Lord for the 18th.
Is the Raptor sound crashing the client bug being looked at, or has it been shelved? I have definitely seen the forum reports
That's also complicated.
that the Raptor sounds are crashing the game client.
Yeah,
However,
still does.
Our own internal testing has yet to be able to reproduce that.
That's the other hard part,
Which
is
isn't to
reproducing
say
it is impossible.
That you're not having a client crash.
Yep.
Nor that it might be Isle of Dread related, nor that it might be Raptor related, nor even possibly that it might be Raptor sound related. But it seems like the cause is something else.
Wait, did you say we're getting an X-Pack? Yeah, there's an expansion
And
coming
we are
out later this year.
continuing to look into it.
You didn't get told off? Yeah, but I'm stirring drama. I'm stirring the pot. Dude, I'm an online content creator. I gotta stir the pot. There's gotta be big drama. Big drama. What's up, you guys? It's me, Stream Tom. Did you hear that DDO stream manager Cordovan just decided to tell off Lomslinger in the chat? What the heck is going on, you guys?
The anniversary. In previous years, we had an interaction with the genie for, say, like the 15th anniversary, for the 15th anniversary.
A free one? Yeah. In April, you get one expansion for free.
Nothing on the 18th, question mark? Yes, you get something on the 18th, the free Dragon Lord. The Dragon Lord is the freebie for February here.
Correct. Yeah, instead of getting Armageddon
And
Dragon
because we're utilizing the Year of the Dragon distribution system to acquire it from the Hall of Heroes, you don't need to speak to the genie inside of the game to get it.
So the Raptor crash does happen. The main problem I think is happening to SSG is like reproduction. And this is probably going to be applying to a lot of people. If somebody reports a bug to you and you can't reproduce it, it's very difficult.
Being accepted or not to the Players' Council.
Oh.
There's no one set of criteria that we check against to say, are you in or are you out?
Yep.
What we're looking for is players who are able to offer excellent feedback about game systems, demonstrate some knowledge of the game, and ability to communicate effectively and well.
Right.
People with an even temperament who are able to contribute to discussions without personal attacks or shooting down other people's ideas or just generally causing negativity and toxicity.
Yeah.
Not that we don't have plenty of criticism on the Players' Council either. But it's really about productivity, game knowledge, or not, as the case may be, because we are also looking for people who are new players or less experienced players as well. So again, there's no one criteria.
Yeah, so
but in general,
you guys, you're probably not getting it, but
be a good, strong, productive voice in discussions and being able to understand and maintain the NDA. And that's really about the only qualifications.
Yep. Yeah, sorry, I'm too toxic. Yeah, do you get to choose from any expansion? They haven't gave us the details, but what I do know is that you will be able to choose from a selection of expansions, which I assume will include everything in the game currently. Because honestly, losing $20 on
There's
Vaxna
more
gets
for the
people
next
to Vaxna is
expansion on
probably
the table.
good.
Yes, yes.
And
there is.
but we just don't have the exact details. That's my assumption, is that you'll be able to pick one of the expansions out there. You know.
Not that I would ever suggest anyone take build advice from me, ever, period. As you can see. But this particular character is one that I reincarnated ahead of the launch of U66. This was the mock duck that was the Dark Apostate, sort of light damage dealer, and I turned him into a Dragon Lord here. I went and used a heroic.
You're just talking about his build. I don't care too much about this. So one of the, I will say this: is there a place for to gain catch-up knowledge? The hard part is that so much of the knowledge is all over the place. It's not like there's one condensed area where like Epic Destinies have been entirely revamped, where they are nothing like they were before. But they also got like a huge patch like recently. So getting like a condensed like here's what's changed in the past few years is very, very hard. I put out a lot of build guides for characters, and I'd love to put out more mechanics guides, but like mechanics change so regularly, it can be complicated to put that together. But I will say that your best bet is basically just interacting and reading the new systems, and if you see keywords you don't already know, just doing a quick Google and or asking somebody around.
Which is this cat scratch to add 30% damage, which seems like it might be good for someone like myself.
He's still talking about his build. But yeah, so the thing about the Raptor Crash is, like, I've never had the Raptor Crash. I can't trigger it. And I assume if no one at SCG's offices can trigger the Raptor Crash, they might not know where that's even coming from, so that's hard. So there's that. Also, asking questions. There's a lot of very helpful people. The people in the DDO community, you have to understand that the DDO community is full of nerds, and nerds love flexing their knowledge on people. So if you want to know if, like, if Rogue is like the best ranged character, don't ask, hey guys, is Rogue good for ranged? Because you get a mid answers. Go into a public place and say, man, Rogue is like the best ranged character in the game. It's so much better than Ranger and Artificer and whatever. And then you get the deluge of angry nerds. Why? What are you saying? I can't believe. No, Rogue isn't the best. It's better if you do this. And then somebody writes out the full build for you, and you're like, okay, thanks. Sweet. Good. Cool. Awesome.
While evil still lurks in the ruins, we have.
Yeah, you gotta hit him with the old trick. Is he reading this?
To rebuild.
Yeah, he's reading that. All right, good. I'm just checking for news. That's all. Told me my dad is John S. Stone, CEO of DDO, and told him to ban stream. Okay, good. Also, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We're just we're watching here. He's not reading any questions. If you're choosing Isla Dread, Solmarsh, and Fae, what would you say? Or Vecna? Isla Dread over anything else. If you get to choose one expansion when they come out, Isla Dread, if you don't own it, will be the best one to pick. He's still reading the text. All right. Want to do Roguecaster? Me too. I'm actually going to rebuild Rogue Shadow Dancer because I think it's going to be really fun. Like, very fun to do Rogue Shadow Dancer, Spellcaster, DPS. What's my opinion, or what's my option on EA? My opinion. So I think that outside of the fact that there is a nerf to Holy Fireball, I think Exalted Angel is dramatically stronger than it was before. Everyone can turn, no matter what your class is, as long as you have Charisma. The instant healing across the map is insane. The auto kill everything on turn is insane. The new Mantle, in my opinion, is straight up, like, strictly better than the old one. It's tankier. You now strip PRR and MRR, making it better for endgame for raids. The passive aura's super strong. So I think it's just strictly better. And they up the damage on the strikes.
Another Lamania for a little bit yet. Probably not until we get closer to...
Okay, someone asked about Lamania.
I suppose it's possible we might do another 67 preview, but I'm not seeing it right now on the calendar.
Okay, so no Lamania anytime soon.
A figure sits brooding on a throne.
Use some Rage's Dragonlord strength trance. Oh, that's fun. The shifter? Oh, that's funny. It was more effort than they put into their entire college career. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm not saying you should do that, but that's the way that the nerdy gamers are programmed. That's how they do it. They have white squares beneath them. Yeah, I think that's a texture issue where some people's games haven't loaded the proper textures for actually loading the Dragonlord auras. I see all of them, but I think it's like a downloading issue where in the download, if your download didn't download the textures for it, it displays like weirdly. I wouldn't be surprised if you just did like a client repair and like where it basically downloads the textures.
My first Cordo fight really kind of tore me apart, wasn't it? Yeah.
Don't know where we're at. I'm trying to figure out where he is. Also, if you're like,
Which
hey,
server am I on today? I'm on Orion.
How come you're not like playing the game and doing stuff? You can't play the game because of the lag problem or the frame rate problems. So that's why we're just watching this. We make a new fun tank. My macro tech tank guide. My guilty engineers hadn't played melee before fun tank and loves it. Yeah, fun tank is the old fun tank's not melee. The new fun tank
will we be
more
seeing
melee.
A patch this evening weekend to address the first person or the FPS frames per second?
The first person
shooter issue.
The first person shooter
per
problem,
second issue.
Yeah. I'll say this.
It wouldn't be
they should do it
tonight.
ASAP.
I could say that much. And the reasoning for that is because a build would take 8-ish plus hours to get ready and deploy. And that means it would have had to have started a while ago. And since we don't have a fix yet, can't very well release a fix.
Well,
so I'm going to know on tonight. Probably not on the weekend, and probably assuming we can figure out what's going on.
So,
next
as I said, Helldivers 2, very fun video game to play.
I suppose in theory,
Guild
though,
Wars
if
2
we had a
expansion just came
eureka
out.
moment in the next couple of
and
hours
Last Epoch,
where
really fun. Good games.
we were able to identify and resolve the frames per second issue, we might end up looking into something like a weekend hotfix. But otherwise, I would think early next week is the likely scenario for that.
I can't underscore, or I can't overstate how bad this bug is.
The creature emits a guttural groan and collapses.
Yeah. You took a phone call instead of... Wait, you took a phone call instead of listening to me watch a live stream? I can't believe this. Oh, the answer to your question is Isla Dread. Good Dragon Lord stream. I'm playing Next Life. I'm going to be writing 3 and then playing one of them. But I'm going to be writing 3 out. I just wanted to see it
I don't have
finalized
a
before I
formal
did that.
release date for Vecna Unleashed for points. It'll be whatever we said in the FAQ. I think we said March, did we not? So that'd be sometime this month. Not yesterday.
One is going to be Pure Dragon Lord, which is easy to understand. The next one's going to be the Super Crit Dragon Lord, which is like the Crit Zilla build. And then the third Dragon Lord is going to be a tank adjacent variation for people that want to play tank. You have to claim Dragon Lord on all servers. You just have to do it one time ever. Just log in game on all the accounts that you
The
own
magic effect
and claim
below,
it once.
you say my mount, but I assume I was mounted at the time. You're talking about this circle down here?
Oh, we're
this
here
is
now.
related
We're
to
here on
the
chat.
Dragon
Nice.
Lord.
Can you make ranged Dragon Lord? Yes, you can. Well, not pure,
Any update
but you
on
can use Dragon Lord
Bottleness
and ranged
or
characters.
Ultimate Edition of Ravenloft being re-released? No. I know
R.I.P.
that it's something that the e-commerce team intends to do in the near future, and as soon as they tell me that they have published it, I will be happy. I'll be thrilled.
Yeah.
To
Frame
let
rate drop
people
makes it
know that
much
they
less
can get
fun.
that
Oh,
Bottleness.
that's why I'm watching him and not doing it.
Kobolds have taken
That's why we're
over
watching the
Jack
community
Island.
manager
But I don't have any word as
do
to
the
when
anniversary
that's
event.
Until we get the situation under control.
But yes, so can you make ranged Dragon Lord? There are some ranged splits I've already seen that incorporate Dragon Lord that work very well, because there's some powerful elements of Dragon Lord. You cannot... I would not recommend a pure Dragon Lord, but multi-classing, especially using either Throw,
So the Dragon
Vistani,
Lord
or
is both
Horizon
the
Walker
Year of the Dragon
would be quite good.
gift for February, because we're doing a whole year of gifts for Year of the Dragon, in addition to the anniversary
Now where are we at?
award this year. It's our anniversary freebie. That and Year of the Dragon. The whole Year of the Dragon is... We're not giving you one thing, we're giving you 12. So...
So yeah. As I said, you
What
can
would I
do
want
that.
from the Splash of Pally? Well, so...
okay.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Oh god, I gotta hear this.
My Dark Apostate Cleric, and again, remember, never build any build that I like because it's probably bad because I like it.
I'm playing Dark
If I like a
Apostate Cleric
class, or a build
literally
that
right
means
now.
It's probably bad.
Like,
and deal
I'm
with it.
playing Dark Apostate Melee Cleric,
That's
and it
it.
fucking kicks ass.
My Dark Apostate
But anyways.
was a sword and board wielder. And
Oh,
I've
you gotta get the
got
rune
like
arm.
both the
Ah, you gotta
Morning
get the rune arm.
Lord longsword and the Isle of Dread longsword. And the reason I did longsword on that Dark Apostate is
Knight's Training.
it was my favorite weapon and I got a bunch of bonuses for it.
Yeah, and
So
Knight's
when
Training.
I'm looking at this fighter now,
It's actually
and
can get
trying to
higher.
think about what my gear's going to be at level 32, I am like, well, my gear is really the gear of a Dark Apostate Cleric rather than a fighter, so I don't have a Kopesh. That's all kitted out and everything like that. So the thought had occurred to me, I was like, well, maybe even
shouldn't-
though
you shouldn't use
Dragon Lord
Kopesh,
doesn't
but yeah.
naturally get synergy with the shield, because I'm a fighter, I got like a billion feats to pick from anyway. Maybe I should use one of those feats, get shield proficiency, and then rather than have to refarm level 32
don't do that.
weapons for this character, I can just reuse what I used for the Dark Apostate Cleric.
No, he's using a Morning Lord weapon. It's free. Just
And
go
so
get a new
that
one.
would be really for the Pally Splash, is to get the shield proficiency.
That is a good way to do it.
I
Don't
mean, I
take a
guess you get
feat.
a couple
just
minor
take
benefits
another,
that I'd
take
have
another class, yeah.
a smite and
Yeah. Can you ask about
a few
Hardcore
other
Redux
little
this
bits
year?
and bobs that
They're not doing
Paladins
hardcore.
have.
Like, I could ask, but the answer is they're
But
not
the
doing
main
hardcore.
reason I didn't go that route is when I was looking up some builds for it, you're really not looking at a one-level Pally Splash, although you could,
From above.
but you're really looking at, 4 or 5 levels of Pally or something like that. And I
it's
didn't
either-
really
it's
want to do that.
2 or
I wanted
3,
to stay
usually.
as pure fighter as I
2,
could.
3,
so I
6,
was like,
12,
well,
14.
fine, let's just go pure
Sorry,
fighter.
15.
and-
14,
and deal
15
with
are
it.
the Paladin splashes.
but I miss not having a shield, and I'm still not 100% sure then what I'm going to do for my endgame weapon. I mean, yeah, I suppose I could get another
A lot of your builds are fucked. Why? What happened?
Dinosaur bone, greatsword, or battle axe, or whatever. Some two-hander thing. And get all the ingredients and do it that way. But I was really just kind of
dinosaur
trying to
bone.
shortcut
Yeah,
it
that
a
makes
bit.
sense.
And
Yeah,
that's
let's do
the
dino.
main thought about the pally splash.
It's towards the
But
FPS
as it
stuff.
is, I'm a tabaxi, mostly because the
They already did.
prior character was a tabaxi, and I kind of wanted to
So
check
I'll
out,
cut this
see
out. In
what...
case you missed it, the updates is basically they have determined that it is not the loading transition that is causing the problem. And so they are still investigating how they can solve it. And so they are working on that as quickly as they can. And so as far as a patch, if they can't get it fixed soon, it might go through the weekend, and which is obviously catastrophic and devastating. But yes.
haste boost, and then the other thing is I've got
Still
for
talking about the
reckless-
build. Also, Ips Legic. Welcome back to the stream team for 36 months or 37 months at the tier 3 sub. Appreciate the tier 3 sub, dude. Thanks. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Hope you
The
like your frames as much as I do.
feats as well, so
The Destiny
once I do
changes?
get up in level,
Oh.
my tactical feats should be looking pretty good.
So-
They were doing great yesterday.
Are you still talking about this build? Unrelated. All of my builds got better from the patch, which I'm stoked about. Literally all of them. I've had no downside. My cleric is better. My fourth sorcerer does like 20% more damage, and I get to save destiny points, so I got some other stats, and it's tankier. My tank just does more damage, and has more options. My bard is better.
Except for
Kobolds
Vecna.
scamper through the seats of the darkness.
Yeah, we'll have details on that when the time comes, but yeah, something like that. And this is, remember, this is going to be a
Yeah,
store thing.
but
not a
even then,
market
just
thing,
Makro
so it'll
Taiga.
be the, I think, the base editions of
Same here,
the
it's not-
various
it's not my
expansions
bag.
as currently
Okay.
available in the
Yeah,
DDO.
weekends are when people play. Are you partner plus? Qu'est-ce que c'est le partner plus? What is that? Is your super crit?
What is the
Kills
history of the
range?
quote?
No, it's
not
melee
cool,
hand axe.
cool. So there is
I also don't know this.
verbal
I'm curious.
crutches is ultimately the answer to that. I over the years have been known to say a few things a lot, and one of the things I used to say back in the day, all the way back in the DDO Cast podcast days, was cool instead of cool or awesome or rad or
Isn't that the? Did you just take that from
whatever
Community?
the kids
He
say
might have
these
also done that independently. Saying cool is not a unique.
And the reason I like cool is if you just say cool as a response, it can just be like, all right, well,
Yeah. Or is it cool? I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched Community. But yeah, so the super crit build is a hand axe build. And it's very powerful. Oh, it's cool. God, it's totally different. True. That is true. You guys are right. Yeah. I'm just misremembering because he's talking, and I'm enamored with Cordovan's ability to speak with such a a deep, calming voice. I don't know how he does it. But yeah, I don't know what partner plus is, so I can't answer that question. And they reverted the patch. The menu crash only happened if you open the menu. Yeah, it's just they'd still have to take it down. So I don't know. But either way, they should fix it. And that's pretty much it.
doing half-orc Dragonlord, it's a blast. Yeah, I am liking this Dragonlord so far.
Dragonlord's very good, by the way. Very powerful. There's a lot of cool builds you can do with Dragonlord. But yeah, as I said, for me, all of my builds got improved
Do I know
because I wasn't
if
using Dragon
they
Breath.
are looking into the client not having audio on startup if it doesn't keep focus the entire time?
Yes.
We have a bug on that. We've looked into that some.
Amazing. I can't believe he has an answer
to
for this.
happen most often with Bluetooth-related connections, or I've seen it with OBS in particular, where if you start OBS and have OBS prioritized over the game client, it'll remove it, and you'll show up to not have any audio options in your audio settings. I've also heard seen it happen sometimes where if you've got a USB headset and you plug in the USB headset after launching the game client, it can cause
That one true. Yeah, DDO can't
Most of those
dynamically
things can
update
be
to include
worked
that.
around. And otherwise, we do have
OBS?
a bug on it that we're the
It's doing it
engineers
to me?
it's on their list.
It could be OBS. I actually, great question. I don't know if I get the none sound bug when I'm not using OBS. I don't have Bluetooth for sure. I don't have Bluetooth for sure because I don't have anything Bluetooth on my computer. So that's a great thing. Oh, you're talking about Partner Plus, like on the
Overlord will win over Milesia's heart.
you're talking OBS is streaming software.
SSG hiring. I believe we do have a couple of
Oh yeah, Partner Plus. No, I don't have enough
to see what those are.
people who watch my channel for Partner Plus. Partner Plus requires you to have, I think, 350 active subscribers. That does not include gift subs, I think, something like that. And I don't crest that mark because, like, Dungeons and Dragons is a small game. I don't know what to tell you. It's a small place to be. It's a small world.
And our jobs are posted over on daybreakgames.com/careers.
Yeah.
That's where
But
you'll
yeah,
find
OBS
our
is a streaming
current
program.
available job openings.
Yeah, if you want to work at SSG and fix the problem, there's lots of people in chat who are armchair developers.
So why
like,
the circle?
I can fix this.
I think it has to do with
You can't turn it on or off. The circle's just always there.
combination of which dragon element you've selected
That
as
is
part
correct.
of CareGen in addition to your imbue toggles.
Nope. Yeah, the auras, the visuals of each aura is different based on which ones you choose. And then also the overlay, the color, and the secondary effect are based on the color of dragon you choose from the imbue from Dragonlord tree. Which I think is actually pretty cool. It's a cool system. We're here.
So, Zoforian, it looks like you haven't been looking at the DDO page for Year of the Dragon. Please do. I think you'll find that we are, in fact, doing something like the Raiders Reward Box. And we're doing a whole year's worth of gifts. We got X-Pack giveaways, several boxes that were given away free, archetype, I mean, just the list goes on and on. You can see at least hints about those lists over on DDO.com. So we have a ton of giveaways that we're doing here. And for the anniversary, we've got the Dragonlord.
Oh yeah, I can.
And
he's just explaining something to somebody that they could have googled. So basically, base Eldritch Blast damage is force damage, so it scales off of force spell power. When you click evil, you get Underdark Blast. It changes it so it's evil damage, which means it uses light spell power because light also applies to alignment. That's good for two reasons. One, you get chaos damage out of Soul Eater, Soul Eater tree, and chaos damage scales the same thing, so it's one spell power type that you're using, which is convenient. You get extra evil damage on your cone blasts out of Acolyte of Skin, which means you're scaling that. And the only other thing in Warlock that scales off of force is Evard's Black Tentacles and Eldritch Tempest. However, if you're doing all light spell power and fire, it also pairs beautifully with Exalted Angel, which is all light and fire. So you can combine all of that together. So that's the reason why people do it, because it changes the damage to evil, which scales off of light spell power, so you do that instead. Now, that being said, the one major thing you have to remember is also, for whatever reason, nothing in the entire game is resistant to evil damage. So it just bypasses all of resistances. I don't know why. That's the way it's programmed. So there you go.
Thinking when I was playing this last night that I bet
that's why also why it's really
Dragonlord
good.
would also make for a pretty darn good.
Some people think that, like, oh, it's evil, so it won't work on evil creatures, and that's not how it works. And I don't know why, because that should be how it works.
Your monk flippies and what have you.
Sorry, Mike. Good to see you.
I mean, I think
Wanderlust,
there's a
you're
lot
late.
of
Drop and give me
options.
20.
I saw, or heard rather,
20 laps.
Talk
While
a
also
little bit
doing
about
push-ups.
that on one of his shows yesterday about all the different splashes you could do with Dragonlord. I think there's quite a few good
The
options.
group at the nearby table looks familiar.
Wait. Oh, did he just name drop me and I wasn't listening? I wasn't listening. Did he say something about me? I think he said my name and I wasn't listening.
Turns to face you. There you are. Good.
It's
And
for
I can't
both.
go back because it's
It's
not
for both
YouTube.
Sephora. Both the 50th anniversary and the 18th for DD.
Yeah, I think he said, Shrimp Tom said there's a lot of multi-classes.
You don't
Yeah,
want
there
to
are.
count it. Well, okay.
No name streamer, probably. I just heard Tom and multi-classes because he jumped into channel and he was like, I'm having fun with Dragonlord. What do you think about it? And I'm like, Dragonlord kicks major ass. Huge fan. Yeah. Change ability to the Sunder, but not the Sunder button. Correct. It only applies to Sunder itself. So things that don't that apply the Sunder effect do not work for the sundering effects of Dragonlord. It has to be Sunder or Improved Sunder. Did I answer your question? You asked two questions.
Not... Coffee break. Keeps doing that.
So which question do you want me to answer? Actually, I'll just answer both. Am I Partner Plus? No.
Oh, I
Can
do
I
have my
post some builds in Discord?
here
Yeah,
as well. That's the other thing.
my
I
build
haven't
repository.
played a character with a flight skill in a little while. So it's kind of neat to be able to do that. But enjoying that as well here on this
Dire Charge won't
Dragonlord.
work? No. Because Dire Charge is sundering a target. It's not the skill sunder. Now, if this was Path of Exile or some other thing where you apply a buff and that's a globally the same effect, that would be great. It's not technically the word sunder, so it doesn't work. It's the same reason why Dire Charge doesn't apply the tier 5 effect of Trip and Sunder onto, or not Dire Charge, a Legendary Dreadnought doesn't apply that to Dire Charge because it's not technically Trip and it's not technically Sunder. It's a effect that acts like Sunder and an effect that acts like Trip.
But,
A dark figure beckons
Yeah.
to you.
so I'm not, I have no idea what we're currently hiring for or not, but I can tell you where we would be doing the hiring. And that is over on daybreak.com/careers. So look
find
there.
out.
For all your what jobs are available needs.
That's not a website. I did literally go to daybreak.com. It's daybreakgames.com. Join the team. They are not hiring. There's SSG.
Occasionally people,
Wait, unless they
like-
moved it?
you know. Can you put in a good word for me about X job that I've applied for? And generally the answer is
I
no.
don't think. This is for
I
Planet.
really
they're
have
hiring
nothing
for
to do
Planet
with
Side
the
2.
hiring process. I'm
Planet
not
Side
in the
2.
interviews. I have nothing to do with it.
Planet Side 2.
As he falls.
There have been a few times though I've been able to refer people. but
EverQuest.
Not much.
I don't know what the hell that is. Planet Side 2. This is a weird formatting. Daybreak, San Diego.
Yeah, so I've taken the Blue Dragon for
They're not hiring.
electric
SSG's not hiring, basically.
damage. No particular reason other than it seemed cool, and I haven't done anything with electricity in a while. That's literally the only reason why I took it.
In a good way.
I had to look
Dragon
at
Lord
the-
is very good.
Which color to take, and I was like, oh, I don't know, this one. Why? Because.
SSG job. Somebody said SSG job. Play DDO for 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. Listen, if SSG would hire me to play DDO, I'd make so much more fucking money than posting videos on the computer. Oh well. Good Fridays at 4. Hey, it's a group thing. Like I said, we watch it together. And for people that have asking, I did have somebody sent me an angry message to be like, "What the hell, man? You're just watching this thing?" I have permission from Cordovan to watch. Before I did it the first time, I asked for permission. I said, "Or would you be okay if I watched on my stream?" He said, "Yeah, that's fine, no problem." So,
As someone asking me why not take 20, I will. I'll take 20 off camera.
but it's also like good content. Also, you can't play the game because of the lag. Yeah, it's me, old doxing Jerry. Oh god. Unfortunately, since its morale to the plus to hit is kind of bad, since most people pack GH, it's still an
By
extra
the way,
plus
if
3
you
to hit.
want to,
But
it's
it
already
is
been
oversoft.
puzzled out on the forums, so the answers are already there. But Convaleria has put together some neat puzzles,
I haven't looked at Convaleria's puzzles.
and you can
Oh my god.
go through them yourself. Look up on the forums what they are if you
Oh
want.
no. I don't want to do what do they call that? Morse code? I don't wanna deal with that. It's not really a puzzle. Morse code's not really a puzzle. Unless the Morse code decodes into a puzzle, then that's good. The Morse code's not really a puzzle in and of itself. I guess it is a puzzle because it's really called Morse code and I'm stupid, but whatever. Already solved them? Yeah, but he's a genius. That's not fair. Like, I'm immortal. I can't compare to Tom. The guy's a genius.
Yes, Arcaniverse was on it.
Yeah,
They
see?
did a fantastic job on it as well.
Yeah.
Arcaniverse just tore through that puzzle with the help of some people, I think, in their Discord.
Yeah. Like, I struggle remembering all the groceries I have to buy when I go to the grocery store. But he, like, you know, can solve these puzzles. It's crazy. In a pipe when you talk about back then. True.
You see a perfectly ordinary
I never used to
door.
wear cardigans. I've actually never owned a cardigan. I've thought about buying one, but I always never do it.
So people like to joke about, oh, you're beating yourself up. Is it fun to, you know, beat up one of the devs after you're mad at them or something like that? And
Something
I think
about this area feels strange to
I
you.
think when it comes to the anniversary event, like
Watch what you say,
these
Jerry.
are characters more than
This is being
representations
recorded.
of us.
America
I think
is
in
watching.
general, we're not like I am beating up Cordovan, the actual Cordovan. It's just a kind of an old character archetype of mine that has the name Cordovan. So I don't really feel like I'm beating
so I can't
myself
believe
up or I'm beating up a
These
dev
fitting
or anything
through
like
their pockets
that.
in my pockets. Yeah.
I guess for me it just seems more just like a little bit of a nod to all the people who have been involved in the game over the years. And that's really just about it.
Yeah. That's what he's saying on camera. Behind the scenes, he's like, fucking, you know, so-and-so put in a change, and now I'm kicking their ass. This leaves me to push them up. Something I want to buy at some point is corduroy pants. I don't own any corduroy pants, and I've never owned corduroy pants. But I just, for some reason, have this, like, desire to own corduroy pants. I don't know if that's because I'm in my 30s now, and that's just what happens to people my age.
So
I'm not
I
sure.
have not been able to find the episode. I've been looking for the episode to be able to share it with you on social media here.
Of
And I
what?
can't do it due to the kind of specific nature of the way
That's
it's
glitchy.
being broadcast. But there is a, I guess you could call it modern TV series on Amazon's Freevee and
Creature emits a guttural groan
Okay.
and
Plex.
collapses.
Those are the two broadcast
Okay.
channels that are currently featuring it. And it's a series of Dungeons and Dragons play sessions called Faster Purple Worm Kill Kill. Faster Purple Worm Kill Kill. And
Okay.
there's a bunch of kind of D&D community celebrity types.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
lady
they called me.
from
I
Frozen
declined,
Daredevil
obviously.
and
That's
a
why I
few
wasn't on it.
others that
I
are
just, I
involved in
vigorously
it.
declined. I was too
But
busy.
also involved in it, in one episode, I think episode 15, was Severlin. Severlin was the dungeon master on a TV show that's like you can see on Freevee and a couple of the other kind of
That's crazy. Yeah, this is live. Yeah, we're watching the show live.
TV, we're something else these days.
That's
channel.
crazy. I didn't know that.
The harbor master nods at the door.
So look
Wow,
up
that's
Faster
cool.
Worm Purple or
Maybe
Faster
do something with them.
Faster Purple Worm Kill Kill online. Find the broadcast schedule, and if one of those episodes has got Severlin in it.
Chanting.
Otherwise, the person doing a lot of the DMing is actually Severlin's brother.
Oh, this is
You
new.
wonder what Severlin's brother was up to.
This is a very new TV show. I've never heard of this.
The other part of the series. But he's actually guested on one of the shows. It got its broadcast debut, I think, within the last couple of weeks. Although, like I said, I've not been able to find it or see it myself, and I can't figure out how to actually link to a live TV
There's like
broadcast.
actual
This
famous
isn't
people
one
on
of
this
those
TV show.
just go to YouTube and watch it things. This is one of those we're on terrestrial style modern 2024 era TVs where you can't, you have to be there.
He's on it. He's on IMDb. Yeah. I've never heard of this. Producer, brother, the producer on that show? Yes, so. That's how all TV works. Yeah, 100%. I think it's also only in US. Yeah, probably. Yeah, so
And it's
you
all
have
pretty cool.
so you have the TV show with like actual famous people. Like you got like Matthew Lillard and
Yeah,
like Seth
Seth's
Green
been
and other
tweeting
people.
about it on his Twitter X
But then you
feed.
scroll all the way down, and there he is, executive producer for DDO.
It's a really cool show, and I'm really looking
Yeah.
forward to checking it out.
It's neat. Yeah, who's the I don't know who the actual producer. It says brothers on it, so the name should show up. Unless they have different names. I don't know.
I really like that suggestion about No Bob doing mirror image.
Oh, his brother is one of the show producers. The exact episode is episode 15. I wonder if I can watch that. You think we can watch that on TV? It's on Amazon, he said, on Plex? Well, let me see if I can find it.
I was at Flimsy's place last weekend playing tabletop board games. Maybe once every
Let's see if I
month
can
or
find
so, we get together on a Saturday and play hobby-style tabletop games. And for the last couple of months,
Okay,
we've
so I
been
cannot
playing
share
this
it with you guys. It is on Plex.
tabletop game called Eclipse Dawn of the Second Galaxy.
It would be fun to watch it together as a group.
I think it's
I
what
can't.
it's called. The updated version of Eclipse rather than the original version. And I love it.
I mean,
That
I'm
game is
also
fantastic.
a small
If you've
content
not-
creator,
if
so
you're
I can
into
take the gamble.
tabletop gaming and you haven't heard of it, maybe check it out. It's a little bit like Twilight Imperium, but before you run screaming from the room,
Yeah.
know that
So
it's-
you haven't heard of Plex? Nobody's heard of Plex.
I don't want to be mean to the people who make Twilight Imperium because it's an amazing game.
I'll get the link if
But
you
at the
guys want to
same
watch it
time,
yourself.
it's one of the most ridiculously complex games
This is
I've
the
ever
show.
played in
I'm
my
gonna put it in
life,
YouTube chat
and
as
the
well in
average
case you wanna
play
find
session
it.
is like 40 hours. This is not that. You can get it done in an afternoon and have fun and have a lot of the same sort of craziness that you see in Twilight Imperium, but in a much more streamlined yet deep.
I don't know what
Rule
Twilight
set.
Imperium is.
So I'm
Also,
really
he's
digging that game
This
a
is
lot.
so bizarre. On the day that
And
there's
if you
frame
like
rate
little
problems,
fiddly bits with your board
so on the day that there's frame rate problems, and you'd expect there to be just like angry gamers raging in the chat, which like is to be expected. Cordovan is going overtime because it's currently after 5 o'clock, which he never does. Used to be just software for streaming your own media. Yeah, but then they got
Dragons TV
contracts.
show greenlit by Showtime. Sounds cool to me. I loved the.
Are we
movie.
watching
It was
this on stream?
My favorite movie of last year.
Because I want to watch
hands
it?
down, no question, was the D&D movie. That was one.
Yo, what's up,
good
Brits? How you
flick.
doing? Like, because when there's news, when there's like DDO news and stuff, I like keeping in the know. And if I don't watch the
Yeah, it's
stream, I don't
certainly
know what it is.
not
I
a
have to hope other people
unique
give me info.
game necessarily, but it felt different to me. And the rule set,
Those frame rate
although on
tanks,
the
maybe.
surface you're looking at it and going, oh gosh, how complicated is this? When you actually sort of go through the rules and sit down and play a round or two of it.
Yeah,
it
I'll mute
comes
this and give you the
together
big
really
announcements.
quickly.
So, big announcements from the stream that they had is that there's no plans for any Lemania anytime soon because they don't like update 67 is pretty far out. They are narrowing down the problems of the frame drop issue, and they don't currently have a patch ready for it because they are still working on it. It is a working issue. They said they're going to try to get a patch as soon as they can, but he said it's probably not going to happen over the weekend, which is a big rip on that one. And was there any other big news that came out? Apparently over 300 people applied to be on the Players Council, and of those 300 people, they're going to be narrowing down the list. So if you want to be on the Players Council, you'll probably hear back about that sometime mid to late March. If you're on it, you'll get an email. If you're not on it, you'll read the post in the forum saying thank you to everyone who applied. That's pretty much it.
Let me see. Eclipse. Dawn of the
Finished Last Epoch? No. The game's a lot of fun.
Second
I'm really
Dawn
enjoying
of
it.
the Second Dawn for the Galaxy. This is the one that I'm talking about. Let me drop a link in chat for anyone who's interested.
I don't know what he's talking about. I wasn't paying attention. I will say this. You can visibly notice that his
It's a
camera
hobby
turning
game.
is slower.
So you
because
do have to be
of
into
the
hobby
transitions.
games.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, for me, the reason why I watch it is because I want to get the news. I don't always watch the whole thing, but again, the game is like borderline unplayable, so I don't want to play it right now. So this is better for just like content to do. And as I said, it's just easier to pick up the news from the
I don't know how
source
many of
than
you-
having to
I mean,
wait
we're
for
all-
something else.
Not all, but many of us are kind of a little bit on the geeky side, perhaps. And this should be a pretty exciting weekend. I hear that
Excuse
Dune
me?
movie is pretty good. Yeah, the second Dune movie. I liked the first one a lot.
He just called us
I think it
geeks?
was like an amazing. I thought it was a really well-made movie, and it looked super
That's
cool.
ridiculous.
The story was really just a setup for what came out this weekend.
I'm not a
You know,
geek.
The first half of the story, so
I'm
it
very
felt
cool.
somewhat incomplete.
I also didn't watch
I'm looking
Dune.
forward to it.
Is the worst part? It's the show. It's
was
slowing the
never a
camera.
huge
True.
fan
Also,
of
yeah.
the-
This Maul Tabaxi. He's playing Dragon Lord
I
Tabaxi
tried
because he
read
wanted
that,
to.
and my God.
and he thought that the cat scratch would be better for his character. It's not terribly good for the way his character is designed because it's strike through, but it's not the worst.
Well, I grew up like in the David
Low
Lynch
camera is part of the
movie
FPS issue. It's
for
the
all
same
of
issue.
its
Yeah.
issues, and I love the Dune movie that came out a couple of years ago. So I am super psyched for that.
I never saw that. I can't believe he's still going. Nerds, gosh, yeah, exactly. I'm not a geek. I'm a nerd. Get out of here. Speaking of being a geek and a nerd, as a reminder, oh yeah, also SSG is going to be doing. They have a show at PAX, so it's going to be 4:30 to 5:30, or it's 5:30 to 6:30. I don't know. It's on the website. Go check the website. Anyway, they're going to have a show at PAX where they're going to be detailing how to design how they design monsters in the game and take them from the page and put them in the game, which could be interesting. I don't know what it's going to be about. And they're also going to be having a meet and greet where you can meet the staff if you're around PAX from 7 to 11 at some bar that's near the convention center. So they're going to have an RSVP for you to go if you want to go and see those people, and also you can just attend the PAX presentation. Also, I'm going to be there. So if you want to get a chance to meet this person and get really disappointed by how much shittier I am in person than on camera, you'll have that opportunity if you go to PAX.
So quite a bit happening in DDO this weekend. Got Dragon Lord, we got the anniversary event, we got the Guild Renown boost, we got some cool sales.
The frame rate issues. That's also happening in DDO.
Unfortunate issue with frame rate that we're working on right now. Hopefully we'll get that fixed.
Design Kobold PC. Good idea.
But still, it should be a pretty exciting weekend in DDO.
This is not a good weekend in DDO. The frame rate issues are killing DDO.
And from what I've seen, it's not fun, but a quick reboot of the game client will resolve the FPS issue.
And he is right about
for a
that.
while.
You just have to reset your game client every 4 or 5 quests. But yeah, I don't know.
All right.
This is a good weekend to take off from DDO.
The only movie that you were more bored by was Dancing with Wolves in its 3-hour runtime. That's me and
Fixes? He said that they are working on it.
It's me and the Avengers movies myself.
That's a
but
memory leak? It's not a memory leak.
I would say, have you ever seen Tarkovsky? Try watching Andrei Rublev. That'll put your
I don't know, dude. Guys,
how much can you
speak the
sit
language
through
I
to
don't
the
know.
test.
But no, it's not a memory
All right,
leak.
thanks for watching. Fridays at 4 on
can't believe this.
twitch.tv
It's such a smile.
/DDO stream. These shows are archived on YouTube afterwards. I'll be back next Friday with more news and gameplay here and more of the Dragon Lord. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great D&D weekend, DDO weekend as well. Talk to you soon.
And he just goes? Is he just going to disappear? No post credits? Wow. Wow, and he's just gone. Wow. 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 No raid? That's fine, honestly. A lot of people are here. But yeah, so I hope it's salt mining time. Maybe. But if the FPS issue after 4 to 5 quests, that is super interesting, genuinely. Okay, so here's what I can say is I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but basically, if I load up my FPS counter, you can see it here. Okay, so my FPS counter is 60, right? Because that's how it just like buzzes around 60. DDO is like the only game that I play that I can't maintain a stable FPS. It just bounces between 60 and 62 all the time, no matter what I'm doing. Every time you take a loading zone, you're gonna lose some frame rate. It's about 7% per loading zone, so 7% of your current frame rate. So if you have 300 frames and you go through a zone, you're going to drop down to about 280, something like that, right? So you're not going to be losing the whole thing, but you're going to be losing a percentage of it. And it's of your current percent. So the lower frame rate you get, the less you lose every time you take a loading zone. According to SSG, this is not a loading zone problem, and it is something unrelated. It's according to Cordovan. They said they identified that it's not that. And the thing is, see this number here, 60? I'm just going to do this. And now you're gonna look at me. You're gonna see me sitting here in front of you on camera because we're all hanging out. We're just having a good time. Because I don't want you looking at my screen right now. So don't cap your frame rate. That has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with that. Don't worry. Anyway, and now, for some reason, my frame rate is 35, which is crazy. Because it's not technically related to the loading zones. There's something else in game that's happening, and hopefully they'll be able to solve it and fix it. You'll have more frames to lose. Oh, even capping my frame rate doesn't affect it, because my computer, basically, when you cap your frame rate, even when you lose frames, it's taking it from that estimated number of frames. So for me, because I don't have a 144 hertz monitor, I go from 300 frames, like what my computer would render, below 60. So because I'm rendering it at 60, I can actually do like 2 quests without having any noticeable difference, and quite a few loading zone transitions. But yeah. So anyway, as I said, there we go. So that's now I got my beautiful 30 FPS, and it gets worse every time you go through. The harder part is the mouse look, because mouse look's sensitivity is based on the number of frames you have available. So the more frames, the more sensitive it is. The less frames, the fewer amount of frames can take a mouse input, and therefore your turn speed ends up being slower, which is the reason why people are like, oh, it feels terrible to mouse turn, and that's because it's related to your frame rate. If you're familiar with professional first-person shooter gameplay, it's the reason why first-person shooter players want to have as many frames as possible, 500, 600, 700 FPS, where they turn every setting down to the minimum except for draw distance, so that way they can get the highest frame rate possible, because the more frames you have, the more precise you can be with your movement, because the game can read more mouse inputs per second, basically. That's why it feels bad. But yeah, so that's basically what's going on. It is a combination of these things. Monitor you can pay to win right now. In first-person shooter games, yes. Having better frame rates gives you a better success rate. That being said, if you're still like me and you're bad at shooters, you're still going to lose. But if you're in like the top 0.1%, improving your frame rate will improve your skill level. 100%. Like, or not skill level, but your win rate. When you've already improved a lot of the fundamentals, that will help you out. It's like the same thing of like, you know, if you're like an athlete and you're like a runner, you can be really, really good at running, but there is a point where like if you're somebody who's been really, really like running really good and you're doing really well, and then you buy an extremely expensive, well-designed pair of shoes for your feet, there is a point where for the most part it's not going to help you that much because you still have to practice the fundamentals. But if then you make that type of upgrade, it's more meaningful to somebody who has the experience and is already there, if that makes sense. But yes, so the frame rate problem is very annoying, and for me and many others it becomes unplayable. I can play at a 30 frames per second, but what I can't do is play it if it goes much lower than 30 frames per second. If my frame rate dips quite a bit, goes down to 15 or 10 or something like that, it becomes difficult to deal with. And you can drop your frame rate very, very quickly by just running a few adventures. So for example, if I decided I wanted to play and now it's 16 frames per second, this is a little bit harder to manage because, you know, I can't see as many beautiful things. And that's the main problem. So it's a bit harder to manage on the frame rate. Being a strong streamer, bro, what happened to stirring the pot? No, dude, I'm not stirring the pot. You don't know what I'm doing. It could be anything. Are frames without zoning? It's not a zoning problem, that's why. It's something that happens while zoning. Engine speed to ultra slow. I could set the engine speed to ultra slow. But yeah, I have to reset my client to fix this. I'm not sharing the actual details just because it's not relevant to you guys, but I have shared, I did a bunch of extensive testing, and I shared everything that I found with SSG, so hopefully it will help, but I don't know. That's why I'm hopeful they'll have a fix sooner rather than later. But we shall see. But yeah, right now DDO is kind of borked. It's like borderline unplayable, which is really annoying because I like this game, and I'm having so much fun. Dude, so a lot of people are upsetty spaghetti about Exalted Angel changing. It's so much better for my character build. I now have a free AoE damage. The extra heal is like massive on all of my heals that I was running before. I'm tankier. Ascendance is sick. Minus an extra. I can do minus 10 PRR and MRR on bosses. Like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. So I'm like, to me, it's like really good. All of my builds got better. Like I gotta show you the Tabaxi, the cat. I'm going to leave that tree up until winter is over. When winter is done, I will take the tree down. I don't have it turned on because it was just brighter in here and I don't need it on during the day. But when winter is over, I'll take it down. Oh, the frame rate in the login screen. God damn. Yeah, this character, my thrower, is dramatically better. I didn't have Hunt's End because I was using Shadow Strike, and now I can have both Hunt's End and Shadow Strike, which is a huge improvement. And the AoE just makes it feel 1,000 times better. The fighter, I can now single target or AoE on the throw the boom for aggro. which is very cool. And on top of that, I just gained more damage for free, so I don't have to do anything. My Bard just straight up gained damage from the Fatesinger changes. And I don't think I was using any of the trees that got adjusted, so that's pretty sweet. So this character's already just like main focus is 99.9% crowd control and healing. But now I just gained free damage, so it's kind of sick. And the Sorcerer, they doubled the damage on the Fatesinger strike. Like the server at large, it's a client problem. It's client side only. It only affects you. It's in your game client. So yeah, it's just for you. So if you don't care, you can just play till your FPS gets to like a point where it's frustrating, and then do a quick client reset, and then keep playing. It has no effect on anybody else. Your FPS problems won't affect any other player in the game. So like me dropping the FPS to 0 doesn't do anything. The only thing is if your frame rate gets really low, and by really low I mean like 5 or lower, your character model animates weirdly on other people's screens. But that's about it. That's the only impact you have. Granted, if your frame rate is getting below 20, you really got to reset the client. Don't keep playing with a super low frame rate. That's not a good idea. You can, but that's not a good idea. I would not recommend it. But you can. So yeah, it's weird. It's a weird problem. I have a build link for my Bard? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Test limits of your sanity? Yeah. I did a 4 FPS run of the anniversary event on my thrower. That was a hard one. Here you go. This is the link. So my Bard is a Blade Forged Bard, okay? You do not have to play the Blade Forged Bard. You can play the better version of it, which is the Tiefling that is also linked there. So just keep that in mind. Hold on, is that the most up-to-date? Yeah, the Blade Forged is $60 and it's worse, okay? So please understand, it's $60 and it's worse, so don't play that. Play the Tiefling version. So there's that. Although I have updated the gear set, so the gear set's a little old, but the build hasn't changed. The actual build hasn't changed, but the gear set I updated a little bit. Just because it was before Vecna, and Vecna's really good. So yeah. Ancient civilization chiseling each frame out of stone before my eyes. It's true. That's what's happening. Is better, but the enhancement is best. Manura scale with spell power, that ranger or melee power. Well, it's better for me with ranged because I stack up range power really easily. The Gary Fair, what you have, yeah. But the build itself, again, copy the Tiefling version or the Tiefling version, but do like any race you want. It really doesn't matter. I don't use much of the Tiefling tree. Again, I use the Bladeford version because it's cool. Because I thought, you know what's neat? Having a Bladeforged Bard, but it costs $60 and it's worse because you need a plus 20 Heart of Wood, a plus 1 Heart of Wood, and alignment change, and a lot of patience because you can't use 2 lessers, so you have to wait 3 days. So it's like it takes 3 days to do, and then it's statistically worse with worse gear options. 1 threat range or crit multi, crit multi. One threat range is, in almost all cases, less than a 100% increase in critical chance, and one crit multi is, in all cases, a 100% increase in critical damage. So, like, for example, on this build, right, I'm at a 15 to 20 times 3, and so if I get one multi times 4 is a gigantic increase in my damage, because I go from 300% damage to 400% damage, versus 15 to 20 going to 14 to 20, it is a much smaller increase in the amount of average damage. Now, where that exception lies is in circumstances where you're actually getting more like effects that proc off of critical hits that require critical hits. No one's doing anything at endgame because all the endgame players aren't playing because the game doesn't work. I can't even show off the game. I mean, to be fair, it's probably for the best. This is not the best way to play DDO. I can't turn the camera. And X's only because named hand X's exist? No, it's because of the interaction between Swashbuckling and Dragon Lord / Frenzy Berserker. Everyone's having fun in Heroics. Are they? Is it John Remnant Day? No, it's not John Remnant Day. I was downloading it. Remnant 2 had an update, and I was like downloading the update, and it took like forever for it to download. Well, don't worry. John Remnant is going to be coming back. I have been thinking about that. Okay, anyway. John Epoch? No, probably not. I mean, I can show off my character a little bit, but yeah, I think I'm not going to play DDO anymore. I just game's a little cloggy, little sludgy. If there is an update to the situation, I'll let you guys know via the Discord. If they like are going to have a patch or something like that, so I'll throw in the announcements thread. Yeah. But before I do that, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm just going to do one thing real quick. So just like stare at me while I drink some water. Ah, it's refreshing. Make sure you drink some water, everybody. If you hadn't had water in an hour, you should.
You coming with an official video on a Dragon Lord build in the near future?
Well, I would have been closer with a Dragon Lord build if SSG servers, or not servers, if the game client didn't have frame drops like crazy. Then I would have an official build way sooner. Does this go? There we go. But Renini, welcome back to the stream team. Pre-server for 25 months. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm working at it. My game is going. You know, we're sludging away, and hopefully it'll work at some point. But yes, I will be posting a Dragon Lord build when I get the chance. My goal is to play 1, but post 3. So that way I have 3 Dragon Lord builds to share with you guys, because I think there's a lot of interesting ideas when it comes to Dragon Lord, and I think that it is the better way to go about it. Is to post 3 different variants. So my goal is to post the version I'm going to be playing, which will be Warforged Dragon Lord, Pure Dragon Lord. You can do any race. I'm just going to do Warforged because it's cool. As well as the Super Crit, or the Critzilla, which will be in there, as well as a tank version of it. So I'll have those 3 coming out at the same time. But I'm only going to have the video related to one, but the other builds will be there for options. The best version, Pure, is not going to be as good, simply because of the difficulty of activating the capstone, which is very powerful, but hard to activate. What do you mean DDO is chunking? This is... No, guys, I just enabled 1998 mode. This is what video games used to look like in 1998, okay? I got all my fans running on my computers, the CPU is overloading. That's all it is. Don't you like this animation? You can see how clean the animation is. Oh, got a Dragon Lord for you? Nice. The hard part about reviewing Dragon Lord is I don't know if Matron has updated his builder, but also it's hard to put the builder out without doing it by hand, which is annoying. But it's not impossible to do. But isn't this beautiful? Yeah. Oh, he did? Nice. Perfect. Feels a little like watching this now. Yeah, isn't it great? It's pretty neat. The experience of patrolling the world, where you can see all of your emotions. Everything is just more deliberate. That's all. How do I climb this? Gentle. Gentle. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Hold on. Okay, this is what I wanted. Yes. It's just loading, dude. It's just loading as I get closer. Oh, God. I'm lost. Isn't this great? This is what video games are all about, okay? Exploring. As I said, for me, this doesn't really ruin my weekend because I'll just do something else. But yeah, I can see this being very frustrating for many people, having to deal with this when they want to play DDO all weekend, and they will have difficulty, especially since it is a guild boost, which is not the best boost that they do in DDO, but if you're somebody who's been saving up guild renown and stuff, that's what makes it a little harder. There we go. Now you can see the Tabaxi facial animations in 5 frames per second. Look, the blink. You saw the blink. Wow, they blink for so many frames. Look at those eyes shift around. It's neat that the Tabaxi look around. It's so bizarre, isn't it? Speed at which groups were leveling? Yeah. Oh, can I show off the dance? Sure. It's literally like claymation. That's fantastic. It's like I'm watching a claymation dance. Yeah. Stop motion or something. Yeah, exactly. Epoch, well, it's hype. Yep. Yeah, DDO will be fine. Like, the patch will come through and it'll fix all of this. Like, the patch is going to fix it, because this is a problem that was introduced with the hotfix. It's a hotfix problem. This wasn't in update 66. This is an update 66.0.1. So yeah. And like I said, especially considering I was able to just trigger it and make it happen. Yeah, I can get it done. It's complicated. There's pieces and puzzles. I'm gonna play this week and get a bunch of party favors. Yeah, sorry about that, Rich. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, if you want to get the party favors, if it makes you feel any better, I think almost everything at the anniversary event isn't good, so I don't care about it much. But I can understand why people would want it. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, there's no more DDO for a little bit. Goodbye, DDO. I'm so sorry. See, instantly go down as I progress quest. Yeah, every time you go through a door, it's gonna do that. So yeah, we'll just leave that for now. The coffees are very, very good. The coffees are very, very good. Yep. The D12, I don't care much for, but I understand why people like it. I was going to make a video about like what's good about the anniversary, like what you should farm for. I probably should make a video about that. I probably will. Dude, I can't even close the game. Okay, I just want to show off my last Epoch character real quick. Let me show you the character. Apparently my brother's playing Helldivers. I might join him in Helldive. We'll see. I fix on now last Epoch. Dude, stop with the RF. What's up with this RF? Why is everybody always playing RF? Oh god, last Epoch's also running into problems. Please no. So this is my sorcerer, my Nova Sorc. And it is not RF. And I just actually finished my last Epoch, or I just finished like the whole monolith today. Farm token beats, get a heart of wood. Depends on your general speed, but basically if you're doing it solo and you're able to run Epic Elite, and you have a strong build, so usually that's the reason why people will go from 20 to 32, is because if you're 32, it's really easy to quickly farm out the pieces for the Heart of Wood, and you earn the Heart Seeds, which you need for the Epic TR, so then you can go 30 to 20, 20 to 1, like, at the same time. So if you have a level 32 character, and you're doing the quest on Epic Elite, you can, and you're solo, you can do Lords of Dust in about 5.5 minutes, each for 1 token, and you can do Bargain of Blood in about 2.5 minutes for 1 token each. That's 8 times each dungeon for 16, and you just gotta fill in the other 4 wherever you want. Additionally, you can open up the group and set an LFM that says, hey, please come and join and pass tokens, and people will do it if you give them XP. But yeah. What was I going to say? But yeah, so this is the character that I put together. I have to show this off because I'm so proud. Look at my helmet that I got last night. Oh, I made this one. I'm playing an Elemental Nova Sorc, or Mage. Well, Sorcerer, yeah. And I got this Crest of Unity rolls 3 to 6. I got a 5 with Legendary Potential 1. And then I managed to land +3 Elemental Nova on it. So it gives me 8 to my Elemental Nova. Plus the chest, which gives plus Fire, Lightning, and Cold. Plus the ring set, which gives Fire, Lightning, and Cold. So my Elemental Nova is 34. It's so sick. Dude, it's so cool. It's not +6 Nova. Dude, it's not +6, but like, man, it feels really, really good. Do I have a thing to do? I don't know. I haven't done an empowered monolith yet. I don't have the right stats for it because I don't have any endurance. I will get some endurance, but I don't have any right now. I have not been able to get the endurance yet. That will be a thing. But yeah, so what we do here is I'll just show it off. The character is so fast now, it's like really, really fun. And it's very powerful. The issue is I don't have defense yet, so I'm going to work on the defense. My current defense is freezing, but basically I cast Elemental Nova, but I do all 3 elements, so it's all elements. And when I teleport, it also casts Elemental Nova. So I can freeze stuff for basically ever. Like my freeze duration is super duper long, which works on bosses as well. So it makes a lot of bosses easier. And then when I teleport, it also casts Novas, which is very cool. So if I want to do quick burst damage, I can just cast like some Novas and then keep moving on. So I have some stuff I got to fix with the damage. I need crit multi because I have 100% crit chance. So we're going to get that sorted. And I have a couple other things I need to do, but man, it feels so good. Yeah, endurance really good. So we're going to get that going, and it's going to be super powerful for this character. But I like melt bosses and other things. The main issue that I have with this character so far is I need to fix the defense issue of just getting endurance so I don't get murdered by everything. I can stand to get a little bit more movement speed probably. And mana problems, because I don't normally have mana problems, but I have an effect where I can lock myself in place with this effect called Arcane Ascendance, and it gives me insane cast speed and damage, but during that time, I run out of mana. So that's the problem I run into with that. And you also technically can't move, but you can still teleport around during Arcane Ascendance, which makes it easier to manage. So it feels great. I can just blast everybody. But yeah, so like when I'm normally casting, I have like this cast rate, which is pretty good, but it's not insane. But then when I have Arcane Ascendance, it's like, and you really chunk your way through the mana at that point. And so I need more mana regen or something else. In theory, I could use like Focus or something that gives mana out of the tree. So I could use like Focus to gain mana. I could use Mana Strike. But then I don't want to do that. So I'm going to work on mana regen so I can maintain the cast speed. Because the cast speed is very powerful for me. The more cast speed that I get, I have this effect on my chest. So every 6 Novas, the sixth one has 100 spell damage, which is a lot. And so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's like bigger area and bigger damage, which is very convenient. So I can just kind of like spam it out, which is really nice. My current cast speed is 71 total. And then while in the stance, it's 101. So I can just like blast out the Novas. So I'm still generating like a lot of mana, but I'll need to find a way to get like more mana regenerated at some point because I only get 20 per second. And mana regen's hard to get. I'm pretty sure there is mana regen somewhere in my tree, but I'm not going for it right now. Right now I'm going for Inscribed Instruments for crit multi with a wand. And then I'm going to be filling out here for like Dragon Breath, which gives me a chance to shock, ignite, and chill from using different skills. But technically, because my skill is all 3 of these tags, it's a fire, lightning, and a cold skill, it does all of them at the same time. So anything that does like while you cast this or while you cast that, it works for all of them at the same time. Oh, it's so satisfying. I have so many weird and wacky things I can combine with my character. So yeah, it's neat. It's a neat build. It's pretty fun. But yeah, so that's what I've been enjoying. That's one of the games that I've been playing a whole bunch of. And yeah. The other game I've been playing a whole bunch of is Helldivers. Helldivers is also a lot of fun, so I've been enjoying that quite a bit. And that's what I've been doing when I haven't been playing DDO. So if you're looking for a game to play that is like action RPG adjacent, and you can't play DDO this weekend because the game is down, Last Epoch is definitely something I've been having a lot of fun with. You will hear the complaint from people that the end game doesn't have a lot to do, and that's kind of true because this is one part of the end game here is this monolith system. It's like maps in Path of Exile where you choose an area. So this is area level 85. And then once I'm inside the area, I click on the button, and then boom, here's my web of levels that I've done. So when you complete a level, it gives you the next area. So if I want to do another thing, I can do another thing. You expand out. It's pretty cool. It's a great system for like exploring around. But the main issue is that this is pretty much most of what they have. So truth be told, it's not as deep endgame as some other video games on the market. It's as deep as Diablo 4, but that's not really saying much. But they've committed to adding more stuff in the future. They've already talked about what's coming in the first major patch for the game, where they're adding more new endgame bosses to fight. So this game will catch up. It just has the problem of being a game with a lot of players that's new and doesn't have the content that you need, which is what almost every live service game experiences. And no, there's no mana on hit or mana on kill, unfortunately. Not that I can get. There is mana on hit from Mana Strike. So Mana Strike gives you 15 mana on hit, and you can get it to give you like even more mana and even more attack speed, so you get more mana and more hit. But my problem is I don't want to sacrifice a skill for that, and that's not a skill on affix. There's only minus mana cost and then mana regen. So I have like mana regen on offhand, mana regen on chest, and mana regen on helmet. I have mana regen on belt, and I need more. A match with infinite enemies. I totally agree with you, but I also agree with other people where it's like it's just nice to have more varieties of content to do. So if they add like more different types of levels to the monolith, so that way there's like more different missions to do, because most of these missions are like kill a guy, go to a place and kill a guy, find an object. It's a lot of like similar stuff. So when they add more varieties, I think that'll really help out and change it up. And yeah, why don't I show off the other game I've been playing? So if you guys haven't seen Helldivers, I'm gonna show off Helldivers for a sec here, because it's a fun game. It's a good one. It is a stressful video game. If you've never seen Helldivers, it is very stressful. So you'll see it right now. It's a great video game though. Big fan. Be a single mission, then you do something away from the computer for a couple hours. Yeah, I see that. So it takes a little while to load. I think my brother is playing, so I'm gonna see if I can just drop into his game and whatever he's doing. I don't know if he's doing stuff with other people, but we'll see. Also, I'm gonna have to move my camera somewhere. But yeah, absolutely fantastic video game. Oh, my ship is the SES Superintendent of Family Values. So that is my ship. It's beautiful. Also, I'm pretty high level because I've been playing this game a lot, because I am a degenerate and I play the video game a lot. Put me up here. I don't think there's anything up here. Perfect. And fighting Terminids. Nice. Let's see what's up.
Coordinates locked.
I'm just joining someone's group.
Initiating
Oh god, is that in-game voice chat? Uh-oh.
Angel's Venture System.
I don't want in-game voice chat. Oh god, I gotta turn that off. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I gotta turn that off. Oh god, I gotta turn that off.
Jump complete.
Options? Audio? Where's voice chat? Voice chat? 0. Disabled. Oh! Beautiful. Oh wait, no. How do I apply? Apply. There we go. Woo! Just need to turn that off. IP search? No. Alright, so let's go here, and we'll drop one of these. I'm gonna bring some big bombs. Let's grab a not the shield generator. I'll grab the rail gun. Rail gun's really fun. There's the rail gun. There we go. Nice. Yeah, so you've never played this video game. It's a shooter where you have to shoot bugs. It is like a spiritual successor video game to the movie Starship Troopers, and it's fantastic. Very, very good game. You are a Helldiver who is a elite soldier. I'm gonna turn the sound down a little bit so it doesn't get like drown me out, but it gets loud and intense. Also, the music in this game is very good. It kicked me to... Wait, what? I got kicked out of the squad? They kicked me out of the squad. Wow.
Greetings, Helldiver.
That's annoying.
The galactic war awaits.
Okay. Let's see what we got. We got anybody playing a mission? Or wow. Yeah, I got kicked out of the squad. Wow. That guy's level 17. Where's the thing?
Elite soldier, aren't you just running around screaming?
Yeah, basically. This mission's gonna be horrible because it's nighttime. I'm just gonna join whoever this is. Oh man, I still can't join lobbies. I have this problem where I can't join friendly lobbies, where every time I try to, it doesn't work. Oh, wait, quick play? Oh, R quick play? Alright, let's see. Is it legally distinct Starship Troopers? Yeah. Oh, nice.
Engaging orbital
I'm with
thrusters.
Lemon de God. A whole bunch of other people. Is this going to put me just on the ship?
Helldivers to Hellpods. Repeat. Helldivers to Hellpods.
Oh, nice. I'm just on the ship. Oh, no, I'm actually here. Mission starting. Okay, great. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, Helldivers 1, very fun video game. I don't know what we're doing, so let's find out. Anyway, I'm going to bring a bomb. I'm going to bring another bomb. I'm going to bring the railgun. I'm going to bring the pack, and I'm going to go.
You are not a Helldiver. You are the Helldiver.
Launch initiated.
You are in command of the ship.
Yep.
The characters you play are the Helldiver troops in your care. It's why when you die a new one is set down.
Yep.
You can set your body type and voice to be randomized for this reason.
I don't know if that's entirely true. I just assume that I'm a Helldiver, which means my character never dies. When you play the game, your characters explicitly say, Helldivers never die. So that's how it works. The Helldivers never die. Helldivers never die. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so the way that this game works... Oh, I'm covering up the stratagems. Can I go put this here? Where's chat? Where's chat here? Twitch chat. Put Twitch chat up here. But basically, when you call something in, you have to do these like little button combinations. So you learn the button combinations to do quickly, to call in different like airstrikes and other things. It's pretty good. And it can get a little stressful. This is difficulty 7. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. Apparently they already eliminated a broadcast. These guys are fast. They know what they're doing. I'm just waiting for my guns to come in. Give me that. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm going to ignore that for now. Where are we going? Right there? Okay. Alright, it's fine. Let's go. Yeah, this is a very fun video game to play with your friends because it can get really stressful really fast if you're not like ready for what's going on. And so you wanna have other people to play with because it makes it a lot better. So I just called it an airstrike, and hopefully my airstrike does well. Airstrike. The explosions in this game are very, very satisfying. They feel very satisfying because you just like kind of just drop something. Oh, good, a giant monster. Whee. You watch the monsters get just ripped apart by the giant explosions. It's good. I mean, they probably will add more content. For me personally, I've been enjoying the hell out of this video game. It's the sort of thing where also you do get slightly better equipment and weapons as you go along. But in general, in my opinion, I think that one of the main features or selling points of this game is that a lot of improvement in this game and like getting better at it is like literally getting better at it. Like when you learn like how to deal with spawns, how to manage monsters, what to do in certain situations. Oh, it gets like, it gets so much better. Oh yeah, where are we going? Let's go to this coordinate over here. Let's go do that. Gotta go east. I don't know why I'm following this other guy. I'm just gonna ignore that for now. Helldivers 1, yeah. The Protoss-looking guys are great. One of my favorite mechanics of them is the guys where if you, if they're on screen, they reverse your controls, which is very good. So if they're on screen, your controls are inverted. And that was in Helldivers 1. I think they are going to do that in Helldivers 2. I hope they do that anyway. The giant walls are also spooky. I'm being chased. I'm ignoring that. Always the pro tip. If you don't know what to do when there's bugs, ignore them. Just walk away. It's like the pretty much the always constant solution if you're not sure what to do. If it's like, oh man, I'm being chased by like bugs and they're still chasing me down, don't think about it. Don't think about it. There are no bugs. You're going to be perfectly fine. There are no scary monsters. Everything is good. Are they handled weapons? Well, the thing is, so my thought process is that this money, or this, not money, this game has made 100 million times more money than the first Helldivers game. And so I'm fairly confident that they will probably like update the game to bring in a lot of features from Helldivers 1 into Helldivers 2. Because like it made this made a ton of money.
Helldiver rule number 1: if you have a single grenade left, do not walk away from a fight.
That's right. Yeah, don't walk away. Walk into the enemies. It's way faster. Oh yeah, absolutely. So like I said, they'll add in more content. Like even Helldivers 1, you know, has a lot of stuff that's in like DLCs. Also, there's like literally no monsters here because they're fighting somewhere else. All right, let's do the old computer. Also, the way that they do stuff like the animations, when you're putting codes in the computer, you just press the buttons and it does it. So I'm just doing the objective. Where's this going? E5. E5. Are they coming to me or are they just like over there? What is happening here? Oh, that guy's dealing with that. Lemon de God. Well, he's not really dealing with it. It's just kind of over there. Is that 2 Bile Titans? It's 2 Bile Titans. Well, that's fine. I'm over here. Remember when I said don't worry about it? That's really the trick. You just don't worry about it. So I strap a stream deck to his arm to do the codes. That's funny. That's a good idea. All right. So now we go this way. And are those still coming this way? Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. We're substitute and for the development of the product. Yeah, me too. On a T8 mission. I don't think there's anything broken with how they spawn. It's all probability, I think. I don't know how Lemon to God is doing, but he's doing okay. He's got it. Yeah, he's fine. If he dies, we'll resurrect him, you know? He's doing pretty good. Yeah, he's fine. He's got that. He's what, level 17? He's got it. He's probably just running for his life. This is the most calm tier 7, by the way, I've ever done in my whole life. I've never had a tier 7 this calm. I fought literally nothing, and I'm just running around. To be fair, it's because my teammates are fighting everything. I have no idea what those guys are doing, but I'm just doing the whole mission. Yeah, it's a massive co-op game. This game is borderline impossible by yourself, so yeah. I would highly recommend playing with other people. Yeah. They're really hectic. Yeah, I tried to join your game and I got kicked out. It wouldn't let me. Okay, so there is a spore spewer over here. What's up here? Oh, is this the rock? It's the rock! Yes! I found the rock somehow with the super science. Let's go. Yoink. He was just in the middle of the map. He's running 2-9s and in groups. I've never found that. His teammates do it by themselves? Yeah, exactly. He's got it. Just do a stealth game? Oh, no. You gotta shoot all the monsters. No. You gotta shoot the monsters, guys. You don't understand. Or apparently not. There's literally nothing attacking me, so this is fantastic. Other people's games either? Yeah, I don't know. Is that a tunnel? I have no idea what's going on over there. I can tell you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's right here. I'm gonna get my running mana back. One of these. Just nade the holes. Is there 4 or 5 holes? I believe there is 4 holes here. In you go. Don't call it anything. Thank you. Please don't call it anything. Nope, stop. Okay, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Mag is empty. Wait, I missed? How did I miss? Uh-oh, that's not good for me. Well, that works. Ooh, and there's a spore cloud. Area secure. You gotta drop liberty on the enemies. That's really how it works. You gotta spread liberty and democracy around the galaxy with giant nuclear bombs. And that's pretty good. Oh, snap. Also, pro tip if you get started with this game, if you don't know how to deal with giant bugs, blow the legs off. Go for the legs. It's very helpful. Yeah. I mean, usually all of them is a pretty good goal, but yeah, that one in particular is pretty gnarly. What is this? Pure, unadulterated democracy. Well, it's managed democracy. That's what we're spreading. There is a flamethrower weapon. The flamethrower is better. Well, oh, God. Oh, Jesus. I didn't notice this bug here. The flamethrower is a better weapon against bugs, but there's also robots where the flamethrower is worse. Oh my god. Also, there's another one here. Can I railgun this? I find the railgun doesn't kill these. So I've always just, like, shotgunned it from a distance. There it goes. I guess the railgun does work. Yeah, flamethrower is great, because especially armored enemies, the flames just go right through their armor, so it's pretty good for that. Oh god, oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Please leave me alone. Okay, that's here. No, don't think about it. I missed. Come on, don't miss. Oh my god, stop missing. You gotta blow the legs off, and then you shoot them in the legs, and they die. Also, did somebody drop smoke on me? Or is that an explosive? Oh god, I don't even know. Okay, well. Oh god, they're still coming. I'm gonna ignore that, and work on the objective. Where's the objective? It's right here. Oh, he's calling it. Good, good, good. Yeah, stim packs are kind of nice. Happening right now is easy mode. Yeah, the robots are borderline that's not a good place to be. Okay. I have to reload. Uh-oh. No. Good, hit the rock. Good boy. Good boy. Woo! Oh god, please. Please. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Shit. Oh, good. Ooh. Ooh. Did I call an ammo? I think I did. Didn't I? Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, my God. Please. Alright. When you get surrounded, it gets really spooky, especially when there's too many monsters nearby. Again, I also don't know what the other people in my group are doing, but they're doing good. I don't know where they are or what they're doing, but they seem to be doing it. Oh, shit. Is that on cooldown? It's on cooldown. Oh, because I have to use the napalm first. Oh, shit. I didn't realize there was eagle napalm here. Oh, God, they're tunneling. Please go away. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, the reason why I'm playing Helldivers instead of DDO is because DDO has a current problem with frame rate issues. Load, please. Okay, just give him some democracy. There we go. Okay, we're good. But yeah, there's some frame rate issues in DDO. Every time you hit a loading zone, it causes your frame rate to drop by 7% of its current total, which is problematic because if your frame rate drops by 7% every time you go through a loading zone, if you have like 600 FPS, you're down below 60 in like 15 loading zones, which is a bit of a problem. Okay, I'm just gonna go do this real quick. Noticing you're reading things properly. Are you streaming on another platform? Is your Twitch busted? Yeah, I'm streaming on DDO, or not DDO, on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I have a YouTube streaming channel called Strim Streams. I do that for two reasons. One, some people don't want to go to Twitch and or can't go on Twitch at work, but they can go on YouTube at work. And also, it's a permanent archive of all of my content, because one of the problems with Twitch is that Twitch doesn't hold on to all of the content forever, but YouTube does for no cost. Why? I have no idea. Can't shoot him in the leg. Oh, God. Okay, we're good. No DDO today? No DDO for, like, until they fix the bug. I don't recommend anybody plays DDO for a little bit. If you do play DDO, just be aware you should restart your client every 4 to 5 quests. Yeah, the only problem I have with Twitch is the advertising system, in the sense that the fact that the ads oftentimes cover up what you're actually watching, which is annoying, as opposed to, like, having better built-in inlay ads or something, which would be a lot nicer. I guess test what you're doing for me. It doesn't seem to experience what you're experiencing. It's a bug in the game client. It's affecting everybody. You won't have it right away. It's not when you log in. It's the longer you play and the more loading zones you go through it, then you're going to have that problem. It's all about the loading zones. I heard the call-in sound. I'm just going to keep, I'm going to keep running. You know what? I'm going to call in an airstrike behind me. There we go. Napalm sounds good. We'll just use a napalm. That takes so long. Oh my god, I missed everything with the napalm. Oh no. The modifier for this mission is things take twice as long to call in, which can be not good, depending on what's going on. I gotta say, though, this mission is the easiest tier 7 I've ever... Oh god, as I... Yep, that's fine. Is it stopped? I don't think it's chasing. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. I think everything's fine. Oh, no, is he? Are we good? Yeah, he's lost. Okay, good. Woo! You think the bugs just eternally chase, but apparently not. I don't have any grenades, so I don't know what I'm doing here. And I'm like almost out of ammo. Whatever. I got 2 grenades. It's enough. It's not. Okay, it's fine. Oh, this is a big bug. Go away. Oh, God, go away. Screw your legs. Get your legs out of here. Fine. Fire in the hole. Killing all the I wish I could kill all the DDO bugs like this. If this is how programming worked, I think a lot more people would get into it.
Things take twice as long to call in. Does the guy in the ship upstairs have to put down his coffee first?
Yes. Honestly, I would be surprised if there were even people at the desk if they weren't just like drinking and hanging out and just showed up later to actually take care of this stuff. This is a problem. Do you think my team will be mad if I call in ammo? I hope not, because I'm doing it. Where'd the Bile Titan go? I don't see it. Fine. 12 seconds on the resupply. Oh, God. Yeah, if people could actually take care of bugs in games like this, I think more people would be into game design. Get out of here. Oh, my God. My laser gun is killing me. Oh, beautiful. Yoink. I'm gonna take 2 of these. Thank you. All right, bug nest secure. I'm a hero. What are we doing? Oh shit, that's a giant bug. Also, everything your character says is so funny. I love when they just start screaming about democracy or something as they shoot people. Like when you have a machine gun and you just fire it into bugs, your guy's just like, how do you like the taste of freedom? Team cheers. Yeah, we found bugs. Let's go, guys. Everyone get your suits on. There's a thing over here. What is this? Is that artillery? Oh, baby. That's my favorite. Yeah, so that'd be very different. It'd be very, very different. As I said, this game is fun, but it can be a little bit more stressful. I have a lot of experience with it, so I'm not as worried about some of the stuff. And also, I'm going to be honest, like as I said, this is for sure the easiest mission I've literally ever done of this difficulty ever in my whole life. I don't understand why it's so easy. Like, just nothing is spawning. Okay, I'm going to find ammo. Where's the ammo? Où est le ammo? Repair the bugs? No. Static field? Ew. Whatever. Alright, pop this in here. And I've been going to like the main objectives, so I don't know. Ammo container. I am blind. I'm blind? There it is. What is this? Is this a mini nuke? Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. Now the hard part is going to be getting this into here. Oh shit. Yeah, don't think about it. Don't think about it. Hey. Back up. Back up. Get off of my mini nuke. Don't think about it. Woo! Objectives? Hey, man. You gotta do the objectives. This is good stuff. There's bugs somewhere. That guy's doing the objective. I don't know. Yeah, you repair them with the shotgun. Exactly. Oh, did we load it? Okay, we loaded it. Check to the computer. Okay, let's get the signal strength set up. Also, every single computer is just a little mini game, which is also just a fun way to do it. Where like, It's like kind of like you're programming the computer, but they're different every time. I hope they get more mini games in the future. Okay. Deep Rock Galactic without mining with a lot of democracy. It's a similar concept, except I would say higher stress. I definitely have more stress playing this game than Deep Rock. But Deep Rock, also a good game. Like, it's similar concept. If you and your friends enjoy playing Deep Rock, you'll enjoy playing Helldivers too. Also, Helldivers 1 is another good option as well. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna drop some democracy on these guys. Is that 2 breaches? Oh, that's... Okay, give me some freedom, please. Freedom! Ah, beautiful liberty.
Your autoracer and your shotgun didn't hit the mini nuke. Didn't look like many safety protocols were followed.
Well, that was good. Oh, the breach is there? Oh, shoot. Okay. Toss that there. Here we go. Oh, good. I have a railgun for this. Go away, please. Go away. Go away. Stop. Good. Oh, there's another one. Oh, no. I don't have a strike for this. Oh, God. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. It's fine. Oh, I gotta reload. Go, go, go. Okay, good. Woo! Even when you're not attacking? That's because I have to turn the sound down in-game so you can hear it. That's why. Audio. Just turn the sound down like this, and then I can turn the other audio up. Like so. And there we go. That should work. Oh my god. There we go. That should work. It's because I had to turn the I had to turn all the game sounds down or else it would have been too loud. Okay. Are we done? Done with this mission? Yeah, we have to go here. I already got the super science, so... Oh, we need ammo, though. Oh, this is ammo. Oh, good. But yeah, we've only had 2 people die in this whole mission. That's actually crazy to me. Oh, I'm out of ammo. I can't reload. Well, you know. Why we have a handgun. Go, my laser gun. This laser gun turret that you can get is like one of the best upgrades you can get in the whole game. It's so convenient. No, 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 no. You don't even have a face. Get out of here. Oh god, he knocked the ammo everywhere. Oh shoot. Ammo. Nice. Whew. Got some mags. Go away. Can I join? There'll be more accidentals. Yeah, no, that's. Don't worry about it. Oh god. Do I have anything for this? I have this. Oh my god. So these guys, the trick is if you have a railgun, blow off the legs, and then shoot their legs, and they die almost instantly, you get the railgun at level 20 before level 20. I don't know, figure it out. Use grenade launchers, rocket launchers. There's an upgrade you can get close to the beginning called the disposable anti-tank launcher, and you can call it in every 70 seconds for a missile launcher. It's very, very, very good. This is probably fine. Okay, I'm just gonna lure these guys. Okay, no, 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 I gotta go. I gotta go. Okay, everything's fine. I think I hit the charger. No, I didn't. He's still here. I don't think about it. Oh, okay. Oh god. Okay, that's good. Again, that's why this game gets like kind of stressful sometimes because you're reloading. You're trying to just like, you know, manage everything going on, do your best, stay alive. I missed. How am I so bad at this game? Oh, it's just dark. I couldn't see the leg. Okay, we're good. Yep. Yeah, oh yeah. You should hear me. In the times that I've been playing this game not on stream, I say don't think about it so often. Because somebody will call something out and be like, oh, there's like 2 Bile Titans. I'm like, don't think about it. It's not good for you. Honestly, that's how I deal with almost all of my problems in my life in general. Is like, oh my god, I got this thing going on. Don't think about it. Oh god, this guy at extraction? Oh, there's a Bile Titan over there. Good, 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 good. We gotta get to the extraction zone. I'm not even close. And I have to extract because I got the science. Oh, it's 4 minutes. I got time. Good. Nice. And we're all here. Great. That seems good. The charger's still coming. Oh, shit. You can also reload while sprinting in this game, which is very helpful to know. Oh my god, I'm inaccurate. At least there's a second one. Okay, I'm just gonna go. That seems good. I guess from Tom Banner, like, smiling thumbs up guy with a big ass mouse around him. Don't think about it. True. Do I say get him out of here a lot? I feel like I don't do that very often. Maybe I do. I don't know. I don't know my own life. Oh god. I was about to use this for my rail cannon strike on the this thing. Die, please. Rail cannon strike. Oh god, it's still alive. Oh good, he's dead. Get him out of here. I guess I do say that a lot, maybe. I don't listen to myself talk. You guys listen to me talk for some confusing reason? This is a bad place to be. I don't know why I'm here. I have to go. I've got plans. Sorry. I mean, this is not the worst place to be. I'm gonna throw ammo over here and try to make it to that spot. They can climb, so this is not good. Okay. Science, good. Okay, somebody else will get that. It's okay, good. Don't think. Okay. Yep. It's okay. Everything's good. Everything's good. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. It's fine. Everything's good. Okay. Everything's not good. All right. Now just call me in. Beautiful. Nice. Toss me all the way out here. Okay. Gotta love that. Yeah, I'm dropping a bomb in here. A lot of bombs. I'm gonna get out of here. You just need to clear out the middle. That's a napalm. Shoot. I gotta get to my stuff. But if I go in here, I'm gonna go on fire. And I don't want to be on fire. Where's my stuff? Ow. Here? Stop. Free me. Railgun, please. Science. Guard dog. Oh, jeez. Oh, I don't have a rail cannon strike. I'm going to shoot this guy in the legs. Drop to 400. It's going to go way lower than 400, dude. There's a Bile Titan. Hey, buddy. Okay, well, you know. To grab some supplies. I need some ammo. He's dead. Nice. I blew his face off. Woo! Alright. Cool. I was very lucky. Another charger. Alright, great. Okay, we're good. God, this... I love this fucking video game. It's so good. Like, when there's just so much stuff going on, I'm killing that guy. I'm so sorry, Lemon to God. Maybe he's out of range. Nah, he's out of range. He's good. He's good. Whoop. Oh, that spawned afterwards. Well, I have the super science, so I think I'm just gonna get in the ship. Oh, the ship took down the Bile Titan. Nice. Okay, I'm getting the ship. Go. Get in the ship. Get in the ship. Ugh. Beautiful. And everyone made it out. Safe. Safe and sound. No problems whatsoever. Isn't that beautiful?
You have maintained our way
For liberty and freedom. What a video game. Anyway, this game is also like 35 bucks, and it's pretty fun. So I enjoy this game a lot. So when I'm not playing DDO, recently I've been playing a lot of Last Epoch and Helldivers. So if you're like, I like shooters, I can recommend this game. If you like action RPGs, I can recommend Last Epoch. And because if you might probably need something to do this weekend, if you can't play DDO because of the frame rate issues. It's 40 American. 40 American? No, I don't remember how much it was. I bought it instantly. When I saw the gameplay, I didn't think about how much it cost. I just bought it. Amazing video game. And we got all the science. Let's go. 14 regular science and 13 super science. I don't care about the rare science. It's not important. The rare science doesn't matter. You get, it's like really weird where you get so much of the middle one. I have way too much. Just gonna look at the price when he gets a new game. No, I look at the price when I get a new game every time, except for this one where I was like, I don't care. It's good. Here we go.
You secured a lot of samples. Well done.
And where am I? Oh, me. I'm over here.
Forward, Helldiver.
I'm used to being here because I'm usually the ship owner. But oh, is that most kills from me? Ooh, how exciting! I'll take it. And I only did 12 friendly fire damage. Nice. Look at that. I don't think I can buy anything yet. Yeah, I don't have any science. But yeah, I've got so much of the orange science, it's just useless. There's nothing to spend it on. It all takes the green science, so unfortunately it's just, I can't. I can do nothing with this. However,
There's no
I am going to do something very important, which is return to ship alone. See ya. Running around with no enemies? Yeah. As I said, I don't know what they were doing. I think they were just like running from monsters the whole time. I went to the objectives killing stuff. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, great video game. Can recommend all day. 8 Ways to Sunday. Very fun. I'm 30 super credits off from buying the battle pass. I haven't paid for it with real money because I'm like, you can earn the super credits in game. So I'm like, I want to get that in game without actually paying for it. But I'm on page 8. I'm almost on page 9. 107 medals. I can probably, I can get rock paper scissors emote. Hell yeah. I unfortunately don't have anything else to emote with, but I'll take the rock, paper, scissors emote for now. And then later on, I'll get the loosen up emote. That's a good one. Classic. What's this one? Big whoop. Hell yeah. I also want to try out this gun, but I'm pretty far away from unlocking this gun, so it's gonna take a little while before I actually end up getting there. Now, the reason why I ended up leaving the ship is because, unfortunately for me, and actually most of you guys, I actually have to, like, walk away from the computer because I'm hosting a birthday party this evening for a friend of mine. So I'm going to be having to go do that because there's going to be people coming into my house, and I have to, like, be present for that. So I hope you guys enjoy your weekend and enjoy your Fridays. Unfortunately, this DDO might be difficult to play. If there is a patch or a hotfix or anything like that, as I said, I'll post it in the Discord so you guys can get information about that. If you are, you're not like scanning the forums every day, I will have that information prepped for you so you can have something to watch. But yeah, hopefully they fix it soon. I hope they figure out whatever it is and then get to the bottom of it because it needs to get done sooner rather than later. But anyways, that's all you have from me for the day. So have yourself a wonderful weekend. Make sure to fight for Super Earth. And that's it. That's all we have, baby. It's a good time. It's a good time. Good game. God, this game is really fun. I do wish I could have streamed DDO. I really want to play my Archer. Like, it sounds weird. Like I hit my head on the table or something, and now all of a sudden I really want to play Archer. But like, it's fun. Like, the Archer's really good. So I'm pretty hopeful of something like that in the future, but we'll see. 15 seconds of fun. Yeah, remember, don't forget,